Sorry.
So the deck just kind of gets a little smaller every day.
A little bit smaller. All right. Did I actually get everything correct this time around? I think I did. Oh, yeah, I forgot to actually go all the way down in this list. There we go. Okay, looks like everything's correct. Everything sounds good to me. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not my audio needs to be adjusted, but we're gonna go ahead and do my intro, which I have now adjusted. I finally made adjustments to my intro and shit like that, so it works a little bit better. It's been a little while on it, so. Greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to the Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner, where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we continue the tale of Tyrant's Wrath. Welcome on in, take a seat at the table, and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. Every story begins somewhere, or belongs somewhere, and here, your next chapter begins. Today, we're here with the lovely, lovely players of Tyrant's Wrath, Players T. If you guys want to check them out, absolutely please do so. We have Ania, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, Rue, and Sapphire with us today. Hello, hello.
Hello!
All right.
How goes?
And if you guys ever want to see their characters, which I believe is Heroes T, absolutely feel free to do so and look at all their different bits and pieces, which I will pin this message to make it easier for you guys. All right. So, last episode, to the bits and pieces that I recall, you guys were inside of the depths of the tree, the hollow. You guys down deep in the hollows after having fought a bunch of, well, more or less fought a bunch of spiders and displacer beasts and stuff like that. Kind of convinced the spiders to work on your side, more or less. You guys had managed to get down to the second floor, and as of wandering through the area and a few other clues and the like, you guys encountered 4 different paths that you could potentially take. You guys decided to take the 4th path instead of the other 3 for various reasons, and upon going into there, you guys realized that you were in what appeared to be some kind of crypt. There were sarcophagi all around. They were filled with snake skin and stuff like that, either humanoid snake skin or actual just a bunch of snakes that just shedded and stuff like that. Using obscenely high perception from Ania with 2 nat 1s on advantage, she basically became in tune with the tree itself, and the tree's air quote disease more or less started to infect her as well, causing one of her arms, I think her left arm, to have the very tips of her fingers turn black, and put her through a rather large amount of pain. On the other hand, Sapphire got a natural 20, and she realized that this sarcophagi area was a trap for adventurers. There were all kinds of jewels and precious gems and other items of interest all around the area, but if they did that, it likely would have caused something very bad to happen, so you guys left it as it was. Continuing on forwards, you guys were hearing the sounds of the Yonti's draconic language. As you guys had wandered through, you guys decided to take invisibility upon yourself with Dakota, as well as Sapphire using Pass Without a Trace to try and make it so you guys would be as stealthy as possible. As you guys got near the area, you realized that it was about 4 different guardsmen, 2 on your side, 2 on the other side, who were watching over several high elves and a wood elf. You guys pretty much just dispatched these guards with the ease of skilled adventurers as you all are, and they stood no chance. And as you guys talked with them, you found out that it was Kieran Star Whisperer and I always forget the other guy's name.
Everon,
Everon Moonblade, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And so Everon is pretty much just a racist asshole to everyone, but he's also the leader of the entire Elven military. And his skills have yet to be proven, but he has a long track record of skills. Kieran Star Whisperer is the absolute top #1 authority of the entirety of the Elven Kingdom, as well as one of the highest spellcasters ever recorded, and arguably probably the most influential person, period, on possibly the continent, to the best of most of y'all's knowledge. The Wood Elf, I believed, helped the High Elf who was sick, pretty much back the way you guys came, so they left. You guys freed the 2 High Elves and trapped one of the Yuan-Ti into the thing. Y'all talked with him for a while, got a little bit more information about what's up ahead, before Cyril just ceremoniously just chopped off his skull, basically. And I believe Sapphire just picked up his head afterwards.
Keep that?
Hmm?
Do you just have a guy's head with you?
Yeah, she picked up the head. And then y'all continued on forwards again, with the 2 High Elves sitting in the back, pretty much just expecting you guys to do most of the heavy lifting for them, because Kieran just needs to get to the center of the hollow, I suppose, in order to work his magic and cure the tree. As you guys have gone forward, even more so, you guys gone to a long bridge of stone, which is roughly, I think, 100-some feet across. On either side of the stone bridge is about a 10-foot drop, and at the bottom of these ravines are a bunch of different pools of purple liquid, which is possibly corrosive, but you are not entirely sure. Sapphire did dip her arrows in them, so she has about 15 arrows, which are now coated with whatever this liquid may be. The liquid is also causing a purple mist to appear in front of all you guys, and I believe half your squad is seeing hallucinations from this mist, seeing these statues almost come to life as the mist swirl around them. And you guys kind of put that to the back of your minds as you guys headed on forwards, and you guys saw a, for lack of a better word, magically enhanced door. This door appears to be about 7 feet tall, about 5 feet wide-ish. It's a fairly large door. Does not have a lock, does not even have a handle, but there are a lot of different sigils on it, magical sigils, as well as different physical instruments, like levers and raised out portions of the door, which may work as buttons. You guys are not entirely sure. Now, last time that we left off, I had asked you guys, I had basically told you guys that we're going to play what is effectively a mini game of sorts, or I suppose a skill check of sorts. And essentially what you guys are going to be doing here for this door is you guys will get 3 checks, skill checks specifically, to open this door. For each check, you will have to, the group will pick one player that has a proficiency in a skill, and they will explain how that skill can be used here. If a secondary player has proficiency in that skill, they will roll advantage, basically giving the help to the person. You can be as creative as you'd like. You can do this in any way, shape, or form that you'd like, and you can do whatever you want using whatever skills you want, as long as it makes sense within the theme of the world. You guys can also use any spells that you would like to try to combat this even further. As long as you are not trying to figure out specifically how to open the door, you can also make whatever skill checks you want to investigate the surroundings or the history or whatever is about the areas around the door or the door itself. That is not pertaining to opening it. All right, let me know what you guys have decided. What was your thoughts here?
I think we opened up where we wanted to do a perception check first before we went with our other 2, because you said we have 3 checks we can potentially do to open this door.
It's true.
Before that, though, I want to do an insight check on why this door is here and anything we can glean about the.
That's a good one.
Where are we getting an uh-oh?
Huh? Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Cyril's
I
just
don't know.
reacting, causing
Yeah,
the
seriously.
stir.
Cyril scared me.
It scared me too. What the fuck?
That was just a strong So insight check on like why the door is here and why there's dwarven building materials with elven like materials, plus it's in a room with Yonti's signature.
Okay.
With Yonti's statues.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Anyone can make this insight check if you'd like. With advantage, whoever has the highest insight is welcome to roll it. Does that just be the easiest?
Okay, I think I have 8, so I think that's me.
It's tied. But, but it was a good
Mine's
idea. I
only
will defer to
You
you.
have You have a +8?
Mhm.
Does that mean we both get to roll with advantage?
No, just one.
Oh, okay.
Super advantage.
Super advantage.
advantage.
But Rue, you also get to roll.
Oh, we're both trying?
Yeah, one of us gets advantage, but the other one can just roll normally.
Oh no, they essentially she's giving you help.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the
Oh,
function of it,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
you're
got
giving me
this.
advantage.
She holds up her
We'll
two thumbs.
see. At least it's no. I technically got
There
a
you
lot of
go.
ones.
Very
Oh, that's
nice.
really good.
Eventually, I will add in a plugin or overlay or something that will make it so you guys can actually see the rolls, but haven't figured that out just yet. But that's just for the viewers to know in the future. But you guys can see on the top left anyways. But a 24 is very, very, very high. So again, give me the specifics of what you're trying to insight here.
Why the store is here
Mhm.
and why the specific construction.
Okay.
Dwarven stuff, even though dwarves are on a whole nother continent as far as Ania is aware, and the Yonti statues.
So as you're kind of looking over the area or looking over the door itself in the area, and you're trying to infer basically like why it's here, why it's using the smell and such, to the best of your knowledge, from what it looks like, how it's designed, the door is here because it's trying to keep something from coming out. Otherwise, most doors would have some kind of mechanism or handle or some kind of thing to get you inside. This one seems to be very specifically designed to make it very difficult to open, regardless of where you are, at least from this side, which usually implies it's not meant to open from this side. Or if it is, it's somebody trying to get in there in order to check up on something. Otherwise, it's usually much easier to have at least some kind of easier way to get in there than having to go through a whole bunch of steps. So the best of your knowledge, the reason why this door is here is to keep something in rather than trying to keep something inside rather than
Keeping us out.
Yeah, keeping people out, yeah. As to why it's made of dwarven material, you're not entirely sure. It would be somewhat hard to get dwarves and elves to work together. It's been done before, but it's somewhat rare. But you do know that dwarven craftsmanship is one of the best in terms of actual like physical craftsmanship, physical material and stuff like that. Elves can do a lot, and they are really good at magical enhancements. But in terms of raw craftsmanship, you are not going to get better than dwarven made. So they probably, basically pulled people from the Dwarven Mountains and hired them or something of that sort, probably a long time ago, based on the age of everything you've seen so far, to have made this door. Which probably means that the actual metal itself, there is no way in God's green earth that you are going to be able to get through this door physically, like breaking it down or anything like that. It would be incredibly difficult, to say the least. It's probably also based on the elven runes and stuff like that and general magic. It's probably impervious to fire. A lot of stuff that elves make, they really hate fire. So a lot of elven stuff is resistant or straight up
Fireproof.
immune to fire.
I have one additional question.
Mhm.
So before there was 4 paths, and we went down path 4, assuming it and path 3 went to the same place. Has there been any branch, like maybe during the jail, where there was another way that could have come from potentially path 3? Or has this been
A
one
reconvergence
straight
scheme?
route? Yeah.
So far from what you've seen, let's see, you are looking around the area. There has not been up to the cells. However, in the room you're in currently, you do see across one of the gaps, which is about 10 feet or so. Probably to the left, if you're looking at the door, is what appears to be some kind of pathway. It was probably made a long time ago, and the path probably broke. Hence why the stone bridge is so small.
Okay. Neil will speak up for the group and say, I think this door is designed to keep something in. It's not really meant to be open from this side, or it's especially confounding in order to increase its, well, how well it's doing its job. We're not going to get through this physically. Definitely dwarven made. Not sure why they got dwarves, other than I guess maybe they just wanted the best craftspeople to do it. There is another pathway over there. I think that may be where the third path comes from. And she'll like point to the small gap.
Seems feasible if what you said about the previous entryway is correct.
I wonder when the door was made. Was it, I guess, was it supposed to be here with the tree?
Wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not certain we have the time to do that thorough of an investigation at the moment.
Hmm.
Ania's going to look to Kieran.
Oh, that's right. He has been here for a very long time.
Mhm.
He kind of like, you look back, and you notice like he's looking at you as you turn and look back, and you realize in this moment he 100% knows, and he's just been keeping quiet. Like you can tell
Don't
just,
even need.
just from the look on his face, he 100% is just like, yeah, you keep figuring out, yeah. But as you look back, he speaks up and he goes, the door was placed here long before I was here. It's not designed to be with the tree per se, but as you can see on the sides of the door, it well, let's just say they forced it into place to make sure that it would not be broken.
Is there something behind it we should be immediately concerned about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Marnowster. Actually, I'm going to insight him for that one.
Absolutely.
It cannot be that simple. It's just like, we already know this thing
Oh.
was put in place to hold the thing together.
Can I
Yeah, I
also
learned nothing.
insight because he's sus too?
It's not really so much I'm suspicious of him, it's more along the lines of there's got to be something more to this story. Is it something that was stored away in there that no longer needs storage, or is he just not telling us something?
Mm-hmm. You have
Not that it matters.
no
I caught
idea.
a crit fail.
Rue, you're welcome to also make an insight check if you would like to.
Yeah. I mean, for him just acting the way he does,
Mhm.
with an elf, maybe he does know and he's keeping secrets or something.
All right.
Let's see.
Keeping secrets.
Oh, no.
So
Nope.
why am I?
All you're trying to see whether or not he knows something behind there, and you have absolutely no idea. He has like a small smile on his face, but it really is a small smile of somebody who is like a researcher finding out information about something that they are very intrigued by or excited by or something of that sort. Why is this not updating? But something of that sort. And so beyond that, you guys cannot tell his expression. You guys cannot tell pretty much anything about how he feels or anything of that matter towards this. He is just here. And it seems like he's probably telling the truth, or he just straight up doesn't care.
Yeah. I lean over to Yelmar. I say, This guy's good. I like good.
Galvar shakes his head with a visible smile on his face before turning his attention back up towards the door.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah, she pounds her chest and
Yep.
gives the peace sign.
What were you saying, Dakota?
I don't think I said.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think I said anything.
Cool. And you?
Is there anything else we want to do before we make a perception check on the door?
Should we
I think
try to see if
Sapphire
anyone can
said-
see the small pathway thing, or I mean the gap that you were
Oh,
talking
it's
about?
super easy to see it. It's in plain sight. So
I think Sapphire was thinking maybe we could knock.
Oh,
you could absolutely knock if you want to.
Does that count against our 3 tries?
It will not. No.
cool. Go for it.
That's absolutely a Sapphire thing to do.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go away.
Go away.
I'll definitely knock.
foam, your hand is gone now.
Your
That
hands
is
is numb.
Where's the baby?
I think Sapphire, did you say you knocked?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk up and you knock. It's a gentle tap, I would say, unless you just want to really pound on it. You know, it's up to you. I assume a gentle knock.
Definitely pounding on it. I want some attention from that door.
So you guys just see, like, you guys are trying to observe the door. You're like, Tarek, you just see Sapphire like walk up and just slam her hand against the door. It fucking reverberates like hardcore. She does not have a particularly high
winces.
strength, but it echoes. Not only does it echo through the area you guys are in, and pretty much like it's almost like she hit a gong or something of that sort, but it echoes far down the path that you guys were just came from. For a moment after the loud bang, there's absolute silence. And then Sapphire just hears, you know, knocking is always a traditionally fun thing to do, but I don't know if it's going to help for a giant metal magic door. You know, it could. I haven't actually tried knocking on a metal door before. It's kind of nice. And you see Bill just like standing on your hand.
Well, do you have a better idea?
No, actually. Well, actually, hold on. And he just disappears. Like he walks through the door. And then he walks on back. Nope, I got nothing.
Did he have any ideas?
No, he has nothing.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good knock too.
It was pretty good knocky. You have a lot of chaos energy for someone who is so quiet all the time.
Chaos fills me.
I want to check. Rue, do you also have 8 in perception?
And no.
Okay, no problem.
Nope.
So, should I use enhanceability? It will last for an hour, so I'll still keep it even if we hopefully get the door open.
Would I be able to? I only have a +5, but would I still be able to offer help action or the help action on this one? Considering I would probably understand magic runes and dwarven craft.
Since you have proficiency in it, you are welcome to do a help action, yes.
Perfect.
Ow. Can I do the guiding?
You could do
you
a guiding
did.
one, yeah.
You did
I
give me
will-
bless. Does the
Oh,
bless?
did we already?
I haven't used the bless yet. Does that count for this?
That
I
would
double
if you would
toss it?
like
Let's
to.
blast.
Can I do? She have bless and I guidance her.
Let me look guidance real quick. I don't recall which one of them is for skill checks, or if it's both.
Pretty sure guidance is normally, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah,
because that's the one that like everybody
Oh,
jokes
ability
about that
checks,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
ability
bless
checks.
is only
Yeah.
for attack rolls or saving throws. So guidance would
okay.
work, but bless would not.
Guidance.
But yes, if you would like to use guidance right now, you are more than welcome to. If you would like to use that for this roll.
Okay, so I'll have advantage and I'll have guidance. And Gelmar, what are you giving me?
If he gives you advantage, you
I
gain
am giving
another
you a help
+2.
action on. I'm giving you a help action on your perception, specifically by examining the runes and the make of the door itself.
Mm-hmm.
So any stacking
so-
advantages just gives you a flat +2.
Okay. So I will go ahead and roll a d4 for the guidance.
Mhm.
Oh, enter does not do what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Okay,
All
I get
right.
a +1. So I get advantage +3.
Mhm.
Okay. Perception, advantage, and then add 3.
Ooh, it's a good thing you
Nice.
had
Oh,
that
okay.
advantage.
So since Sapphire already knocked on it and Nia knows it's safe to touch, so she's
Mhm.
actually going to go over to the door and not move anything,
Mhm.
but she is examining the door, looking for any clues onto what the correct operation would be in order to open it.
Smart. So as you're investigating it, and Galmar obviously knows significant amounts of runes, so he's kind of filling in some of your blind spots on it. Essentially, you are able to figure out very easily a lot of the general mechanics of this door. While it does not have a regular doorknob or anything of that sort or keyhole, so obviously it's not a traditional lock. There is a significant amount of levers on the door, or at least things that use a lever action of sorts. There are a lot of different raised portions, which can probably be used as a method of pretty much buttons, for example. So you're able to figure out, generally speaking, was most likely the correct path of operations, which levers to pull, which buttons to push. It seems to be in a very specific order. You're not 100% sure whether or not this order is correct, but you are certain that you are getting a general gist of the order that you need to do.
Do I assume the order has to do with the runes? But since I can't translate them, I don't know.
Yeah, you would
Or is-
say the runes definitely come into play. Gelmar is able to semi-translate a few of them. The runes themselves are effectively magical levers. A good way of thinking of it is basically magical buttons. So they are definitely part of the sequence, and they do need a magical charge in order to be used effectively. Not a spell or anything, you just have to push your magic into it. So it has to be a spellcaster
Okay.
that interacts with that.
Nia will speak up then. She'll point to the levers and raised portions, and she'll be like, "It seems like this door has a passcode, and the passcode has to do with these levers, and these over here, these are basically buttons. And it even has runes as part of the passcode. I'm not quite sure what the correct sequence is, or how exactly one would find that sequence. But I'm pretty sure we need to enter the proper password, basically, in order to open the door."
Ew. I'm wondering if someone had been actually touching the levers and the doors, maybe there would be a leavings of oil from that I could see what had the most oil to what had the least oil to see the pattern of it.
That is a fair
No.
point. Assumedly, and besides, assumedly the assailants are already behind this door, so chances are there's probably some level of lingering effects that could indicate what the order is.
Right. Some type of terror use. Mm-hmm.
Maybe lingering
Or-
magic or fingerprints or something.
That is true. In order to use these runes, you need to basically push your mana into them So only someone who can use magic can open this door. There may be magical traces on the runes themselves that could tell us, perhaps, the order. I'm not sure about physical traces, though. I'm curious how you would know the password. Would it be in the room, or is it something you're just supposed to know?
Hard to say. For all we know, they could have been in here trying to figure it out for months, or perhaps even longer.
Hmm. Am I able to ask friend for some guidance?
Ooh.
You potentially could, although you're not entirely sure if you would actually have any help in this scenario.
She's never sure.
This is true.
Are any of the statues able to be walked to?
Uh,
Or are they like free floating off the like on separate
there's
pillars?
probably about 6 or 7 on the bridge itself that you guys are walking on. There's probably, at least that you guys can see, probably about 4-ish, maybe 5, or between 3 and 5 on inside of either ravine, I suppose is the word, to each side. But there are about 5 or 6 on the bridge itself.
Okay.
Maybe we could check them out.
Perhaps they might, if there is a passcode, maybe it has to do with the statues. We could also check those runes for traces of magic.
Maybe we could detect magic on them and see something.
Seems a stable next step, I suppose.
I do not have detect magic on me today.
I do.
Ooh. Would detect magic count as a roll or just a magic use?
Just a magic use.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Can I go ahead then and let's detect magic on maybe the statues to see if they or maybe like point to anything like a rune or something
Sure.
for like the patterns of the uses or something.
Just simply so how it's said, that spell lasts for 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
It does.
Yeah, I can look
Regardless
at
of what you're
everything.
looking at. So you could so she could potentially look towards the statues and then turn her head back to the door and get both.
Yeah, I mean, if I could also toward the door for detect magic on maybe what has the most magic presence and what had the least to like maybe like a pattern that they had gone through.
You're more than
Okay.
welcome to.
Cool, I
Alright.
guessed.
So you use, is it a first level spell slot? I think it's first level, right?
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you use your first level spell slot to use your magic. Which again is more or less just your clerical powers like flowing through you and you're able to see a little bit better. The area around you, pretty much the entirety of the area around you, is a mixture, since you can see the schools, is pretty much a mixture of necromancy, transmutation, and enchantment. That's pretty much the entire area around you, is pretty much overflowing with those 3 schools of magic, all intertwined with one another, from the air to even the stone under you to the statues to pretty much everything around you. The door itself, you can see, I would say you would now know which of the runes are pressed in which order. How they are relating to the general switches, the physical implements on the door itself, you're not entirely sure, but you do know which runes you press in which order based on its magical
Okay.
signature.
So now, okay, and then I think I got the runes down. To press the runes, but you said I don't know the levers or the buttons?
Mhm.
Or the okay, but I know the runes. You have to press runes too?
Yep, they're magic buttons.
Oh, no. Fancy?
So
Fancy.
Aeneas.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll post it in the mic.
No, okay. So Aeneas sort of knows the general order, and Rue knows the exact order of only the runes.
Yes.
Do the statues, like, is there anything unique about them magical wise, or are they just like magic with the rest of the room?
To Rue, I would say there is a significant quantity more of necromancy and transmutation magic in the statues than there is in the air around you.
Rue, could you just take a look at the pools of liquid? I want to see if the statues have anything to do with the liquid.
Okay. I look at the liquid.
Oh, cool. Looking at the liquid, it is heavy duty necromancy. Something about, like, it pretty much is almost liquid necromancy is the best way you would be able to describe it. There's other bits and pieces that are mixed in there, like raw mana and stuff like that, but necromancy is a hardcore school inside of that liquid. It seems to be eating away at things, very, very slowly eating away at the rock. But it doesn't seem, none of the statues are actively touching the liquid.
Yeah, it's not great stuff. Just necromancy everywhere. But I don't see it really connected to anything. It's just eating
Necromancy.
the rock.
Necromancy. That's
Necromancy in
strange.
this tree?
Oh, and the liquid below us.
Mm.
So,
Ain't that a kind of weird thing to be seeing in this tree?
That is true.
I think
Did
we
they?
already know what. Sorry.
Not so good. It's just like, did they put it here on purpose, or like, cause don't people around here kind of hate that stuff?
This is true. Necromancy is one of the least liked schools of magic. Kieran says from behind you.
I feel like I have to imagine that must be a new addition.
Certainly wasn't here when I was here 100 years ago.
Should I try to purify it?
I think we
Please
should
do.
focus on the door.
I agree.
Yes, there is an awful lot of fluid down there. I don't think we have the time to get it all.
Okay.
Is it flowing?
It's not actively flowing. No, it's stagnant pools.
Curses.
Once we secure the tree, other elves that are allowed to come here can come and purify it if it's not meant to be here.
So we know the runes, which way that they need to be pushed. We just need to have the levers or the buttons, which have to be activated with magic and cannot be touched.
The runes have to be activated with magic. The rest of it can be activated manually.
I sort of know what the order for the levers and buttons would be. I don't fully know it though.
Well, the casters in here are making my head spin. I think we need to make a decision quickly here.
Out of character, we have 2 more rolls we can do.
Oh, 2? I thought we were at 1 left.
No, you guys have 2.
Okay, I was worried that the detect magic counted as one of the checks.
It did not.
Now, yes. I could try talking to the tree itself, but those roots look like they grew into here. I don't think they've been here the whole time, and I don't know if the tree can sense things through its roots either.
I feel like based on the last time you did that, it was a bad.
Very possibly. Could give us answers. Does anyone else have any ideas? And I mean that genuinely. Please have other ideas.
I can cast identify, see if that helps.
No?
Identify?
Yeah, to see if there's
Identify
any magic on the door itself.
Well, we
Sure.
already.
I'm pretty sure identify just identifies the magical properties of an item, but we kind of already understand what the door does.
I'm looking through my stuff.
I'm
I
gonna.
still kind of want to try since, well, I think it would be an idea to
I
see if there's like traces of people touching it that would give way to a possible sequence for the levers and buttons.
Yeah.
I also out of game have an interesting idea.
Oh.
Oh, let's hear.
What if we use persuasion to get one of the NPCs to investigate if they have an investigation proficiency, like Eberron?
Wait,
That's really
What?
smart, actually.
I have
I'm going-
really high persuasion.
You guys
Yeah, but
could
you
do
would
that,
have to be
yeah.
the one to talk to him.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
be
crap.
so funny.
You could do that if you want to. That if you guys pass that check, that will also pass their investigation check too.
I also have persuasion. Mine's +4 though. So
Mine's
Ania
plus
can.
8.
Okay, so Ania can help Dakota talk to Eberron.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have +5 on persuasion as well, so
Yeah.
Okay, so we both can help Dakota.
Yeah.
We
Only
all
only
just
one
turn
help
our
action
heads
can be
toward
used.
them.
Okay.
But you guys will be able to give a global help.
Since it's a social role, I'm certain that this isn't going to be that helpful, but apparently one of my runes offers advantage on deception checks as well as sleight of hand in the off chance anyone needs to use those.
Do we want to
If you-
steal the Kieran's book?
if you
My
decide
gosh,
you
that's
want
not what I
to
meant.
deceive him instead of persuade him, you're welcome to.
I'll also
I mean,
guidance
worst
as
comes to
well.
worst, you could potentially use it to hide information that we know as we're looking for information from him, is what I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
Like, for example, Dakota's thing.
Let me check something here. I'm seeing if I have anything that gives something to saves, but I think I only give it to checks. Because I want to do something for Dakota that will help if Dakota has to make some sort of will save to talk to these elves. Or
Fair,
does anyone
fair.
have something that can do that?
Well, wait, weren't we just talking about that? Bless would give him like a +4.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
yeah, bless wood.
So
Saving us?
Oh.
Ania can do guidance, and Rue can. Do you still have bless?
Oh, for sure.
So Ania can give Dakota guidance, and Rue can give bless to help Dakota with a potential save.
Now, I will say, because of the situation and because of Dakota's specific backstory, he will get disadvantage, which means it will move into a neutral roll. So a single
Ooh.
dice roll.
Oh.
I could do enhance ability as well.
Wait,
Would that-
everyone's just ganging up to try to help Dakota talk to the elf.
You
Like,
want to do it
if
face to
it's someone
face?
else
Like,
did it
you're
with
gonna do
Dakota
this. We're gonna
helping?
empower you here. You go, little boy. Let's go.
If,
What are you
if I
saying,
give
Sapphire?
Dakota,
Would it be better if someone else did it with Dakota helping instead of Dakota doing it himself?
Yeah.
What? No, this whole story is a big womp on Dakota. We have to.
Dakota has 4 more skill points, but he will get disadvantage. So you could go with Ania to get the actual advantage, but it would be a smaller bonus. So it depends on what you
Not
guys
just
want.
Ania, Sin. Not just Ania.
Sapphire also has persuasion.
Oh yeah, you do. What is your persuasion number?
I have +5.
Oh, +5. Yeah,
Oh,
you could
higher
do a
than Ania.
+5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sapphire is Sapphire
you are
half
an elf,
or
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that way it won't be at disadvantage, and Dakota could also help.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Nice, nice.
You would 100% be able to, especially with guidance helping you too.
Mhm.
And bless.
Ah, well, there's no save, so
Oh, I guess we don't need it anymore. That's true.
yeah, there's no save, so
Okay.
plus is unneeded.
So we're agreed.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're trying to ask them if they have any way to test or to know which levers and buttons were pressed.
Okay, well, let's make sure I pass the roll before we talk about what we're talking about.
That's true.
Where's your apple?
So you will do a
Can you show
d20
me?
+5 with advantage.
Okay.
Plus 1d4.
Where's my plus? There's my plus. 5.
Come on, Bogsy. Big money, big money.
It's period ADV, right?
Yes.
ADV. And then what'd you say after that?
Plus 1d4.
Plus. Can I add that all in the same, or should I just make another roll?
Either one works.
Can a person be multiple guidanced?
No.
Ah, I feel.
Okay.
Is your
Let's
guidance
see how
free,
that
Rue?
works.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
okay.
did
I
work.
guess you have to make it in 2 rolls.
Let me
That's
retype that all then.
Oh, you could just copy and then just backspace 4.
No, I'm already halfway through.
Oh, fair enough. God damn, you type fast.
Okay.
Why is that not doing a roll?
You probably put a space somewhere that it's not supposed to be. Bogsy is very specific.
Bugsy's being mean today. It should be ADV. Hold on, let me... Is it not ADV? Advantage.
You could just roll it twice.
Advantage. Yeah, it's .adv. Yeah.
Fogsy is being a bitch today.
Try doing...
Just
I
roll it
usually did
twice.
/roll, I think.
Yeah. It should go with a period, but it's being addicted. Oh, Bogsy's offline.
No, that would explain it.
No.
I think Bogsy's dead today.
Shit.
Wow, that's it.
Okay, so you have to make that roll for me then.
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah,
How
Oh,
is
shit.
it just offline?
Go to Google and use Google to roll your dice.
Yeah,
I guess they must be updating it.
I guess. Yeah, feel free to go to Google and then just take a screenshot of it and post it.
Okay, so
I think it's first
How do
time we've had
you-
Bogsy ever go down during a session.
well,
If it
actually it's the
helps,
second, but this is the first time we actually needed Boxy when it went down.
How do you roll with advantage on Google?
you just roll twice.
Yeah, just do a 2D
Okay.
2d20 plus 5.
Okay, roll. I got a 4 plus 5, so that's math 9.
It was
And
4
then
the
here's
higher
the second
number.
roll.
Oh, there's 2 rolls.
7,
Okay.
so 7 plus 5. That'd be 12.
12, and then roll 1d4 as well.
Okay, go away. That one. Roll.
Come on,
2.
4.
2.
Aw.
Okay.
So
So
14.
So yeah, 14. Okay. That is close enough that it will pass the persuasion check on him, but he will have to make an investigation roll.
Oh, does that count as our third, or does
It
that
will
still
count as your
2?
second. He's gonna
Okay,
have to make a
cool.
he's gonna have to make a investigation roll, and he has to see whether or not he fails it. But feel free
Okay.
to convince. Are you guys talking to Everon or are you guys talking to Kieran?
Figured whoever, like, if either of them says they have investigation.
Mhm.
I mean, Kieran's the one that's the most knowledgeable, right?
True.
From the best of your guys' knowledge, it does seem like Kieran is the person who is more perceptive and generally more mental focused, while Everon is more physical and beat 'em up kind of person.
Kieran
Which
probably
if he's
has a
like
lower
a garter
persuasion.
captain, wouldn't it be possible he'd still have investigation though?
He probably has a really high perception.
He has special eyes, just like
Gotta make sure all of his people are
Okay,
not dying.
so we're talking to Kieran then, right?
He's probably easier to convince.
Okay.
I mean, as long as it's not Cheryl that's asking.
Yeah, you would lose that check immediately.
Okay, I guess I turn to him and plead. Can you please investigate this door for us?
Oh, I suppose I can. I feared all of you would have
We could really use your help. No, we can't.
You know, I suppose if you do need me, I suppose I can help you out, child. He walks past all of you. Very clearly, just like, he's like side-eyes Cyril to a degree, with like a tiny little smirk that Cyril can see. Everyone
The
else is just
smug.
kind of very smug, just like, yeah, got him, bitch.
Goodness gracious.
Alright, but he is going to use an investigation roll, which is going to be a +6. And the DC is 16, just so you guys know that I'm not fucking with all of you, in order
Yeah.
to be able to beat the
So
door.
he needs at least a
And-
10.
And Ania's gonna come over and she's going to like bow her head a little bit and she's
Mhm.
gonna say, I don't want to insinuate at all that you need my help at all. Would you like any assistance?
I think I have this, but I do appreciate your efforts, child. If I do need you, I will be sure to call upon your efforts. You can very clearly see his pride is getting in the way. This be
Well,
like
he
if
is
a
not gonna-
toddler walked up to him and was like, "Can I help
Yeah.
you?"
Man, Dakota seems really interested in these necromancy liquids.
Time to push someone.
All right, he's going to do the second roll, DC 16. Try to beat it. Oh.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but the fucking dice like tipped onto 2 for just a second. I was like, ooh.
But he still hit that
Honestly,
18.
if he did fail, it would have also been a win for us, honestly.
Yep, that's true.
Nah.
So you can see like he's looking about all the different switches and looking about the bits and pieces, and he even looks at the runes too, and he by the end of it he goes, there is a set pattern to the switches and the levers that is using that is in coordination with the runes. I have figured it out. However, there is some minor difficulties behind it. You do have to press multiple of them at the same time. And unfortunately, I do not have the physique to hold down some of these levers.
Oh, we need someone strong for the final check.
Ooh.
Let me see what I can do. Who Gelmar says. Which levers?
Mhm.
And for this one,
Which
you
levers
guys
do we
can
have? Stand up.
choose either do another skill roll, or you guys can do a stats saving throw. For example, strength or dexterity.
Mhm.
A strength
Gilmar
save or an
has-
athletics check?
I
would both roll
am
the same.
proficient in strength saves.
I got no strength, but I do got +4 dexterity.
Both strength saves and athletics checks are both a +7 for me. Either works.
Ooh, +7 is good.
I would
Uh,
come up and give Gelmar an advantage on the save if yeah. I would come up and give Gelmar advantage on the save. And quick question: if he needs it, can I use my inspiration point?
Yes.
Okay.
oh, quick. Ania's going to go over to Gelmar and whisper, and are you going to be able to use your magic on the runes, though?
If I can have one carved up fast enough, depends on what sort of rune you need.
Well, these buttons here, the rune buttons, they can only be pressed by pushing your magic into them.
It's very easy to fill a stone with the magics. The problem is evoking it.
Okay, then that should be fine then.
If you insist. Can you tell me what sort of rune you're going to need for that? He says, picking up a stone on the floor and pulling his hammer and chisel.
No, I mean the runes on the door, Gelmar.
He'll look
You're
up to her.
You're going to be opening the door, right? Or trying to.
That was the plan, yes.
Well, you'll need to pull these levers and buttons as well as press these rune buttons on the door in order.
He's has giving a quick stretch before, or just carving a weird circular shape on the stone as you watch it give off a more light-colored blue glow as he just holds it up towards his tail and just wraps it around it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a smattering of magic, he says. I will burn my free cast of Cure Wounds for this.
Ooh, okay. That'll work. Alright, so you would like to use a strength saving throw for this?
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. I believe, was it Bless that added to saving throws? Question mark?
Yes, sounds right.
Okay, and you will get advantage from Cyril as well. So feel free to roll 1d4 for saving throw real quick.
Situation bonus. Oh, wait, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, just roll 1d4.
Roll the d4 before.
Oh, and as I walk past
Nice.
Kieran, after he says the thing about not having the physique, he does hear an audible. "Humph."
Fair
Got
enough.
him.
God damn, son.
Whoa.
Go Gilmore.
Wrong.
Once again, my
Competing
Well,
for the
job.
thing has
highest
been
roll
passed.
ever.
Okay.
Your
Yay.
job. Huck is doing his job.
Jesus. So,
Whoa.
so you get to the door and you start kind of essentially fiddling with the stuff. Kieran meticulously and very specifically guides you to very different ones. At one point, with Cyril over there, he basically just like has Cyril grab one of the levers as you're doing all this stuff. Cyril, you feel what can only be described as like a 5-ton weight immediately being pressed down on you as you are like full body like bench pressing this shit to keep this lever where it is. Kieran doesn't seem to even care that you're doing this. Like sweat, like drip, well, whatever sweat you can produce, just like dripping out, as he's just like guiding Gelmar to do various different things. And then he has Gelmar do the same thing with one of the levers. And so both of you are like straining to hold these levers in place as the door is fighting with you. But both of you are able to hold it pretty nicely as he like taps through a bunch of different buttons, presses one of the sigils. The order that you see him do this in, Ania, makes absolutely no sense to you. You cannot follow what he's doing to this door. You have no idea. After like the first like 6 or 7 movements he does, it makes no sense to you. But eventually, like after like 30 or 40 repetitions of doing this, you guys hear a creak noise and then a large pop as the door slides about a foot forwards. And both Cyril and Gelmar, you both will have to let go of the door handles or the levers as they do so. And yeah, both of you, both your arms just are sore as hell.
Whoa, golf past me. Wow, wow, wow.
Open sesame.
Nia claps. Politely, golf clap.
Truly, I don't think you did have the physique for that, Kieran.
Yes,
Gelmar's
I
standing
assumed it would
there,
break me if I tried.
Even so, thank you very much for that one.
Indeed.
Don't think we could have done it without you. He says, giving him a genuinely friendly smile.
He gives you back a smile. You are in no way, shape, or form able to tell if it's genuine or not, but you assume it is. And then you guys start hearing a hissing noise coming from the entrance behind you. And anyone who looks back, you will see it is now getting flooded with a significant quantity of purple mist that is slowly being pushed towards you guys. As he goes, so that would be the trap. If we all like to move quickly into the door, he pretty much backpedals into the other room.
He's already walking.
Gelmar already grabs his axe, expecting someone waiting on the other side, and just charges in.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys pass through the door, which once again has been opened without even the slightest bit of combat, to let you guys know what was going to happen. So you had 3 checks to make, and you had 3 different failure points that you could make. If you had failed on the first check, it would have started filling the area with the toxic gas, making all of you roll DC 13 con save, and you would be poisoned if you had failed. The second time you had failed a roll, more of this mysterious liquid will fall from the ceiling and start covering the ground, making it both dangerous terrain and shrinking your battlefield. If you step in it, you take 1d4 acid damage. And if you fail a third time, the statues around you come to life and you must fight them. You can choose to hold them off while one party member tries to open the door, and you will succeed without rolling after 3 rounds, or they can roll DC 16 check to instantly open it. That's what would have happened if you guys had failed any of the checks.
I like knowing what
Luckily
would have
we're-
happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I
was...
don't know why, but I feel like we just got this nice, smooth entrance, guys.
That is the second time I've run this, and the second time that it's been passed with flying colors.
You did warn us really hardcore that it was a difficult check, so we
Oh, yeah.
buckled down.
I still think that's kind of funny considering when Rivero ran that one in the play-by-post, he actually passed 2 of the 3 checks and he was sick during the entire process.
Yeah, that was a
Like, full-on
ridiculously
disadvantage
high
of all
roll
of
from
them.
those guys. But yeah, that was it was both a test of whether or not you guys could be super creative with each other, but also how many resources I could make you guys use with a single door.
Luckily, guidance is free.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
my doors. So you guys walk into this new room. It is, I will actually show it on the map, assuming that I can find it. Hold on. Yes, there is. Let me just make sure nothing's on here that I don't want to be on here. Which there was some stuff that I did not want to be
Oh
on
my god, what is that?
here. Oh, apparently there was nothing on here I didn't want on here. Cool. So I'll bring you into here, and then I will describe the map while also showing the map. On just one moment. Move us to our battle scene. Why is she, what? Hold on. Why is Rue up there? Let me fix up Rue real quick. Oh yeah, because I haven't done a battle scene with Rue. That's right. Whoops. Just, oh wait, I'm also on King's Kindness's nameplates. There we go. There we go. Back to the good nameplates. Back to the epic nameplates. Let me just shrink
Just
Rue some
sass
more.
King's
They're all-
Kindness.
They're all good. I made them.
I love them all. Don't worry.
I made those.
Yes, I love them. Shush. I love them. It's fine. It's cool. They're all good. They're all wonderful.
Oh, you meant right there. Sorry. I haven't been looking as closely at the stream as I was hoping. Gosh darn
I
it.
believe this.
I will sass none and all of them out of love because they're cool. And if you guys have not checked out Storyestry's VGen, please do so. She makes awesome shit. Okay. Where was I? Yes. So you guys enter. Why is the game paused? Hold on. There we go. You guys enter this little room. By little I mean it's probably about 200 plus feet square roughly. As you guys walk in is the I suppose circular. I don't even know how I would define this area. Hexagonal? Something like that? I don't know. It's a large room with a circular base in the middle of it. There are a few flames being set upon, little fire pits in each of the different corners. They appear to be recently lit. As you guys walk in, it is filled with root vines and different trying to think of any other word besides root and vine. I'm coming up blank, but a bunch of different roots, bunch of the plant matter, all kinds of various tree
Vegetation.
bits.
That's the word. Vegetation.
Vegetation, thank you. God, I don't know why
Foliage.
I couldn't find it. But yeah, all kinds of different vegetation, foliage, all that fun stuff. As you guys look up, you do see, effectively speaking, the elder tree is directly above you. You are at the very center of where the elder tree would be. But like probably about 100 feet, maybe 50 plus feet below the base of it. So all these roots are quite literally like below its base.
Directly.
Directly below it. This is, arguably speaking, the heart of the hollow, to the best of your guys' knowledge. There are all kinds of things set up around you, from what looks to be ritualistic carvings, rune placements, all these different things scattered all around the area. Even the walls have different runes upon them. Kieran immediately walks over to your guys' side near one of the, I suppose, pillars, and Everon walks over to the other side as they look at the whole area in total.
Are there any tree roots right next to us that I can touch?
There's some a little bit ways from you, because of the just general angle of everything. It is pretty much crawling down the walls, so it's a little bit hard to reach them, but a little bit behind some of these statues, a little bit behind some of the fireplaces is some tree roots that are roughly in range.
Cool, okay.
Is this big, massive room empty except for like us?
From what you guys can see, it feels very empty.
That's
And we've already looked
strange.
up, right? We're good.
Yes, you have looked
we
up.
haven't-
There are
well, we
no
looked up at the
spiders in the
tree.
ceiling.
Just a tree. Okay.
I will say there are many, many flickering shadows because of the fires they have set up. They are the only light sources in the entire area.
Oh yeah. So if I do a little dance, I can see myself moving the like.
Let me just do a little dance.
Make sure we're counting all the shadows. We're good.
Do I get anything with Width of the Beyond?
Oh, that's a good question. That's undead, fiend, and something within 30 feet, right? In the last 24 hours?
Monstrosity,
Shadow-
celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or
Or undead?
yeah, or undead.
Okay. Within 30 feet of you in the last 24 hours, yes.
Uh-oh.
Do I get which one?
No.
I feel like I should get which one. Based on the wording, at least. I've gotten which one before.
Have I given you which one before?
Yes.
You have.
Ah, in that case, undead.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and monstrosity.
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
Casual. Okay.
Goody.
Those have been within 30 feet of your current location in the last 24 hours have been undead and monstrosities.
Yeah, Gilmore.
You still have your magic vision active?
Oh yeah, I should.
You are not seeing any active magic going on right now.
No, it's blasé in here.
Ania is going to
Surprising.
slowly break off from the group and head towards the closest tree root.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check while I do that?
Absolutely.
If the group, if Ania's not grabbed by Cyril or Gelmar or someone.
Well, does she get like how far outside of our reach does she get?
I think I'm going towards one of the torches.
Yeah, so about 30-ish feet.
So I'm gonna at least stay like within 10 feet of her, because wherever we are, this feels too quiet.
Oh yeah, it's sending shivers down your spine 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is there like an upper floor above us? Like they kind of imply with the map here?
Is there what above you?
A secondary floor above us, one that you probably would have to climb the vines to reach or something?
Like a balcony.
There is to a degree, but it does not look stable. So there's probably nothing going to be on it unless it's going to fall through, basically.
The stonework does, or the vines?
The stonework
Okay, never mind.
is exceptionally old. Even from this angle and this distance, you can tell it is brittle as hell up there. Okay. So with that 11, I'm going to say that, of course, Cyril's within 10 feet of you. So let me... And then
Big close.
There we go.
Matter of fact, Sapphire, maybe take another step or two in this direction. I don't like this. He said, as once again Gelmart says, taking another defensive stance.
Cool.
This was supposed to keep something in.
Remind me again, the way the map looks, it looks like there's 3 other entrances to this space.
There is 2 of them. The ones on the left and the right are completely blocked off. It looks almost like what you would call like a landslide, or
So they're caved in.
They're caved in completely. Yeah, the one directly in front of you, opposite of you, seems to be open and completely pitch black. You cannot see inside of it. Plus, you guys are over 100 feet away from it, so you guys cannot see Jack Dilly squat from that end.
Some of us should go over and volunteer to take a look. Oh, who's that? That was my hand. So I start moving.
Who's
Don't
that?
follow
And
me.
I'm like beckoning Gelmar to come with me. Let's go, partner.
What
Cool,
about
cool.
these 2 here? They
No, don't go into the
Zero?
light.
All right. So
Someone go with me, or I go by myself.
Sapphire's
I'm
willing
not
to
going-
go with Rue.
Be careful over
Ooh.
there. I suspect someone is already watching us.
Cool. And you're gonna stay back with Dakota?
I
Come
mean,
on.
I'm not leaving the squishy, the unguarded.
Fair.
I can't move, but yeah,
Oh, you can't.
Especially
move?
next to these elves.
Oh, okay. There we go.
delete that. I think I made a mark there. Oops.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
cool.
I don't know how to clean
I
it
wasn't
Uh,
sure why it was, weird movement, but it's fine. But you should be able to move now. Okay. So,
Cool.
how far are you going to go, Rue? And I'll get to
start over
Nia's perception
here.
here in a second.
Yeah, I start over here. Any
Okay.
vibes?
The vibes.
Wait, where's Dakota going?
I
Are you gonna stay
looking
with
around.
Galmar, or are you gonna go with the girls?
I mean,
uh,
I'm gonna be sticking into Dakota at this moment, considering Sapphire is already currently pursuing Rue.
Fair,
In
fair.
pursuit.
Oh, yeah.
I could have
well,
phrased that
he's-
better, but you know what I mean.
where are we going?
I don't know, but we probably need to do some level of investigation of the space. Any ideas?
I know I've been getting readings of undead and monstrosity around here. I'm just trying to figure out where that's coming from.
So,
I take a guess. Whether it's a monster or hunting for prey or undead, I would imagine it's probably somewhere in the darkness, he says, staring towards the shadows.
Yeah, I feel like I should have something for that, for the undead.
Where did Kieran and Everon go?
they're both hanging
Above
back
him, I
over
assume there are
here.
a few steps. Yeah, I assume there are a few steps behind us.
They're
above
they're not
the
walking
upper
into
level
this area
steps.
whatsoever. They're both standing basically at the door, watching all of you.
Is this the line thingy? Oh, it is the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I only have dark vision up to
Is it
60.
there?
I think.
yeah, so you get to about there. Dakota and Gelmar, do you two want to move anywhere in specific?
I was thinking of heading off into this incredibly scary corner over here.
Okay, that
I'm
spot
alone
is
enough.
caved in, by the by. Well, up to
Here and there.
about there is caved in.
Not
Same
alone
with
you're
that
not.
side.
Go investigate it.
Not alone you're not, he says, pulling a torch from his side. Let me take a... Can I light it up on one of the braziers over here?
Oh,
members?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Very easy,
I
like.
gotta light up.
Cool with that.
Hey, Sapphire, you should throw a rock in the darkness.
All right, hold on just one moment, ladies and gents. So, Ania, you have walked up to the area. You don't see anything around you. You just see the braziers. You see the generally closed-in areas. The only things that you can really see is a decent source of light from here to about quite a distance. So most of this area is pretty well lit, but you can't see anything, but something is bugging you. You put your hand on the root. Is there anything particular that you were trying to commune with it in specific, or are you just trying to get general sense of what it was in this room?
Before I was able to sort of sense where people were, and I
Mhm.
knew they were up ahead, I'm trying to tap into that, but I'm also trying to commune to the tree that I'm here to help,
Mm.
and that anything it can give me information-wise would be beneficial. I'm trying to help it.
Roll me a nature check.
hmm
Oof.
Ouch.
Mhm.
Oof. So
I'm still not feeling too good.
yeah. So you attempt to commune with it, and you attempt to like kind of put yourself kind of into the roots as you know it had more or less done to you previously. But there is something that's kind of blocking you from doing it. You don't know if it's your own sense blocking it from earlier or if it's something in the room, but something is blocking it. But you can feel the tree is getting worse to some degree. Is whatever Kieran did to it was only a momentary reprieve. Is not doing very well. As we do this, everyone roll me initiative if you would like.
Heck yeah.
But why?
But why? Oh no.
We don't know what's going on. We only know somebody
Hmm.
else is responding.
And I will add in Sapphire. Oops, that's invisible. Did I click the right buttons? Oh, good, I did. I was like, did I make
As we're all
things?
whooshed away to 3 separate areas.
Yes,
Oh,
let
that
me
would be no
separate
bueno.
you people again. And
That
then
means we
we'll
can
do-
pincer maneuver.
Ooh.
And that, and that. And then Sapphire roll me initiative as well. And then I will roll some dice in the corner. Don't worry
Remember
about the
the high
dice being
elves.
rolled in the corner. Oh yeah, I should probably come down.
Oh, are they involved in this?
NPCs.
Well, they're in the
are,
room.
They're doing their best to keep out of it at
That's
the
fair.
moment. Actually, hold on.
Kieran and Everon both get natural 20s. They have to go first.
Oh sweet, that's only 5th level. Cool. So I'm going to I got
I'm sorry,
12.
excuse
Okay.
me, what?
So she got a 12. Gotcha. So you guys see
Jahara's
as
back.
12, and I don't remember what her dex is. 12,
Wait, how did she get here
16.
before us? We teleported. There's no way she's here.
16.
Well, you might be talking about Sapphire, because Sapphire
I mean,
got a
she
12.
teleported too.
Oh.
Yeah. Sapphire got 12. 12.16.
Oh, got it.
But you guys see as you've walked in and Ania touches the tree. The only people who can see this are actually Rue and Sapphire. Dakota kind of can from his angle, but a little bit difficult. The best way I can describe this is that as you guys have walked in, you're kind of looking around the area and such. You see Kieran kind of pulling out his book and flipping through the pages as everyone actually sheaths his sword. And then Rue and Sapphire, you see a large one. How's it specifically stated? You see a shimmer in front of him. Some very large shimmer that seems to go more or less all from this angle of the stone to the other stone, which is much larger than it should be, but that's okay. We won't say it's about 10 feet in there, but that's fine. But yeah, an invisible shimmer just kind of wavering in front of Kieran as he is just kind of muttering an enchantment to himself. But yeah, so who's first? Ooh, something cool is first. I like that. Okay, let me just play around with some stuff real quick. Just make sure. Yes. Okay. Just had to make sure a few things. Good cheese. So you all hear a voice ringing through the area. Ania, you recognize this voice quite, I suppose, instinctively, I suppose, quite well. This is the same voice from the graveyard. And you hear the voice speaking to you. And it says, it speaks to all of you, but it's echoing throughout the chamber. You have come, even though the warning has been delivered. Your future is uncertain, but the dragon will have you. Thralls you will become. Does anyone say anything in response to this?
Yelmer was not at that discussion
Not
initially.
that dragon.
This is true, yeah.
Who are you talking about? How do you say?
Ania.
I'm trying to trace where the sound's
nuh-uh.
coming from.
Yeah, she's not.
There's a loud over from where Ania is.
We are going to
Who goes there?
Coward, reveal yourself.
The light is only your friend for as long as it stands. And as he says that, I don't know if I can do, I suppose I can do this? Question mark? Yes. This light is snuffed out. Just don't fill it with black because I can. Black. So the top right light in the corner, all of that light completely snuffed out. And as it does so, a few things happen. But you guys hear some kind of... Does anyone have demonic as a language?
No.
I don't
I do
think I
not.
do.
I feel like one of us did, and it felt really weird that they did.
Was it Sapphire?
Nah, she has
Primordial,
yeah.
I think.
I don't think I
Really
don't think
funny
anyone
if it
has
was
draconic.
real.
Or not draconic.
Right?
No.
Demonic.
Does Rue
Infernal, I
recognize?
suppose.
Excuse me.
No, he
Where it's
does
just like,
not.
I can hear demons. But yeah, no one has infernal from what I can see. So yeah, to you guys is a whole bunch of gibberish and just kind of weird stuff going through. But as it does so, out from the darkness comes this creature, which I will show on screen here for a second. Ba-da-boop. It is what appears to be some kind of demon. It has large horns on its head, weird tattered black wings, a pale, almost purplish body. Immediately as you all see this, actually it's too far from Dakota, so Dakota you don't get with beyond because it's more than 30 feet. But why is this not fucking showing? Oh, I guess I have to show on screen too. So you see this creature pop up in front of Rue and Sapphire. Sapphire, you did hold your bow as a held action. So I will let you use that. Since Bogsy is down, because it's a bitch. I don't know. You can roll on what's it called? On Prism, and we'll take those rolls.
Oh. Oh, it's fancy.
Yes, fancy. But you can roll on Prism, and we'll go with that. But yeah, feel free to make a single shot towards this creature. Just a regular shot with your bow, whatever that may be.
Oh, the arrow's poisoned. We get to see what it does to a demon.
This is true. You do have a poisoned arrow.
Oh,
Get him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Sapphire. She might be BRB.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Taking a
Hi.
picture of when it's.
There we go.
No worries. Rolled 19. Very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you draw your bow and you shoot forwards, you pretty much hit him pretty square in the shoulder. Roll me your damage dice and then add in add in a 1d6 to your damage as well. Oh wait, that's 1d8. So yeah, that would be 11 plus yeah, roll me a 1d6. And we'll do that. Super weird that it just says dice instead of damage. Oh well. It's fine.
So using Prism or the internet, Google Dice Roll.
Either one. Whichever one is
that
easier for you to get to.
Okay, so you said 1d6.
Yeah, just do a 1d6. And we'll add it to your 11.
Okay. 5.
A 5?
It's a 5.
Alright. 16 damage directly to it. You do see you pretty much hit it like square in the shoulder as it appears, and the purple liquid starts dripping down his arms as it seems to, I suppose, frown would be the best way to describe it. But it like locks on to Sapphire, more or less like looking through Rue almost. Is going to we'll do that. It's gonna move past Rue, but since it's still inside of her AoE, she doesn't get attack of opportunity. And it's going to attack Sapphire directly. Doop-doo. And it misses, unfortunately. That is a lot of
Good
damage.
thing,
What the fuck is the...
Oh my gosh.
yeah, because it has 2 different attack dice. I hate that it rolls both. That's super annoying. Oh well. Essentially, if it has advantage, it does the second. It does all 6. If it doesn't have advantage, it just does 2d6 plus 3.
Oh, how nice. Oh goodness.
Oh, it does 4d6 plus... Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I hate the fact that it rolls all of them, but whatever. But yes, is going to swipe at Sapphire, and it's going to essentially you just move out of the way as its claws like almost rip through your arm. And then we're going to begin the combat, move past the Dark Mage. Well, not the Dark Mage, the Salad Demon, as the Dark Mage makes himself appear. Boop. There you guys go. I should actually have my initiative up too, huh? I already need a better initiative than this so I can have it track better. Well, things to figure out in the future, if I can ever remember to do so. Ignore how slow this all is. It's perfectly fine. Gives you guys more time to think. Initiative. There we are. There's you guys' initiative bar. So the Dark Mage, which you guys, again, for those of you that saw him in the graveyard, do recognize him, is a shadowy figure covered in a white robe, which is very tattered. It almost looks like it's ethereal as it goes from its chest frame down, as it kind of looks at all of you. You guys will 100% notice at this point in time, or at least Rue and Dakota especially will notice. Yeah, the 2 high elves have not even bothered to step in. They seem to be more or less relaxed at this moment in time.
It's like everyone like sheathed his sword, so like I'm just imagining like it's like yeah, big things coming out. Let me just put this back.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just like, fuck it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. And this creature has seen your guys' abilities before. It has seen your damages, has seen what you guys can do, probably based on the fact that it was there at the graveyard and the fact that it's
Only
here
half
now.
of us.
Oh, that is true. Only half of you. It might have been
Little old
following
me,
you.
what could I possibly do?
That is a
Well,
good
little
I
old
question.
know,
me.
right?
I thought 4 of the 6 of us were there. I thought it was just me and Rue that were back at home still celebrating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 of you.
We were partying while they were like partying, dude. Like, I don't know.
Partying, baby. So it is
They were
going
having fun with that
to.
necro dancer.
Yes, it is going to use this spell. And it's actually going to place it right there. 5d8, that's fine. I need to make sure. Yeah, so both of you roll a Constitution saving throw. Dakota and
It's 5th
Gilmore.
level.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
You
Wow,
either
that's a
take the
name,
full
Cloud
damage or you
Bill.
will take half damage. But yeah,
That
roll
hasn't been witnessed in this
DC
world
14
before.
con save. All right.
Ooh.
Dakota
Ooh,
gets half damage, so only 9 damage to you. And Gilmore?
Oh, wow, okay.
Gilmore?
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, is it my turn
Doogadoo.
already?
No,
No, you
you
have to
roll
roll.
a DC 14 con save.
Here we go.
Oh. All right. You meets it, beats it, which means you only take half damage. Cool. So you both take 9 damage. As this fog appears, I'll just kind of explain its ability here in just a second. Once I get back to it. It is a 20-foot radius sphere. So this thing goes not only from the top to the bottom is 20 feet. It spreads around corners. It lasts for the duration or most likely until a strong wind disperses it. However, you guys are nowhere where wind is, it appears. It is also heavily obscured, which means that to shoot through it, you will get, at lowest, a disadvantage. When you enter for the area for the first time, or you start your turn there, you must make a con saving throw again, and it will roll it each time. And it moves around as well. As it does so, it is going to move into the darkness, and using one of its abilities, it hides. Rue and Sapphire, both of you roll a perception check real quick. As you guys are more or less actively looking at it. Okay, Rue,
Rue's
you do
just
know
like,
where
come
it
on.
is. You will
I'd like
know,
she
Rue,
just
that it's
watches
right
the
there.
ghost move.
So you do not have
Wide-eyed.
disadvantage against it, Rue. At least to see it from right there. Dakota and Gelmar are incapable of seeing it right now or shooting at it. I mean, they can, but it's a blind shot. But Rue, you'll be able to see it from right there. And Sapphire, whenever you're able, roll me a perception check. And if you succeed, you will also be able to see it. But for right now, it has disappeared. Cyril, is your turn. You do see the giant sphere of fog, which is poison yellow-green mist, appear directly in front of you. 19. You also get to see it where it is. But you see a massive, just yellowish-green fog appear directly in front of you. This is high-level magic, from what you can tell. You're not even sure what this spell is exactly, but it creates in front of you, and from the coughing and hacking that both Dakota and Gelmar are doing, is probably not very good poison. And you have no idea, you saw the creature for a couple of seconds before it disappeared entirely, both from the fog and then its own ability. What would you like to do, Cyril?
I am going to... I'm going to use 4 of my exertion points for both stunning assault and zealous stance.
Okay.
And I am going to take the I have, hold on, I have to make 50 feet, so we're going to do a goring charge 50 feet away.
Ooh, fancy. Okay.
At the Shadow Demon?
Yep.
Shadow Demon.
Goring charge.
Hopefully this hits.
Yep.
I have to find it, though, because I haven't used it in forever.
You just make a regular attack, and then if you hit, it will have to make a strength saving throw. It's at the bottom of your features.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if he is prone, you can also make a melee attack as a bonus action, too.
I want to just make the fucking roll.
Oh, it's, I don't think you have it in the roll itself. So you would have to do just a regular attack.
It has a button for it. I thought I did. I thought I made it do a thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A melee attack. So that's going to be D20 plus 4 plus a 1D4. So I'm just going to roll a D20 and a D4, and we'll add 4.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Hit
My
him with all
proficient-
you got,
No.
baby.
No, I add my proficiency for attacks, right?
Yes, you do, just not for damage. So it would be
Plus 7.
yeah, plus 7. Oh my fucking gosh.
Oh my gosh, good job.
You got the best D20 roll and the worst D4 roll. But that is a critical. So we will straight up just double whatever your damage dice is. It will not get a chance to save on its strength saving throw, is automatically prone, and you're able to make a second attack as a bonus action.
Okay. I think it's a D6.
Let me see your weapon. Your weapon is a 1d10. Or do you mean like your
No,
head?
I'm doing goring charge.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that'd probably be a 1d6.
Hang on. I don't know how to get off like this. There. Anyways, hold on.
It's okay.
I'm so fucking awful at this.
No,
You
you're
got
okay.
this. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you believe in me.
I'll believe in you for the both
Just
of us.
Dakota. Yeah.
Something froze on me. Hold on.
Oh no.
Delete
no.
and then go back in.
Careful. Not like how it was before, please.
Oh my god, where the entire thing froze and
Yeah.
it crashed on us.
God, I
Yep.
hate that. That shit broke me.
Mhm.
It was mid combat.
It was. I had to
What?
fucking suss out my combat. How hard is to suss out oof.
Yes.
Whoa! Oh my
So that's
gosh!
10. So plus 4 from my strength, so that's 10 damage from the charge.
Doubled to be 20, and you can now get a bonus action attack.
All right.
Good
He
fucking
also
job.
has to make
He
a
automatically
save
fails it.
against being stunned.
Oh, against being stunned, not just prone.
Oh yeah, because I did stunning assault.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting you have that. Constitution save 8 plus prof plus strength, which would be 7, so 15. So DC 15 con save.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh my
He
gosh.
very badly failed it.
He very, very badly failed it. Yeah, so what's your what's your second attack here?
I'm gonna take the glaive, flip it around, and just stab it directly into his chest.
Jesus.
Wow. Oops.
And this is why I have a lot of my enemies now be invisible while attacking.
I think it's an auto crit.
Because he is prone, yes.
So
He is
that's
prone and stunned. So I believe that is an auto crit, yes.
So I get a D10 because it's in its glaive form.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Bessie.
Oof. plus your
Nice.
strength mod, which is +4. So you get 11 times 2 because it's crit. So yeah, so that's 22 damage to it.
Good freaking job.
Good
Does it
lord.
look like it's still alive?
Wait, 22
Barely.
plus the other 20, right?
It's barely, huh?
Oh, wait, what was his total damage altogether on this thing?
42.
Yeah, 42
Oh my
damage.
gosh.
It is barely alive. You would barely count this as a being that it at this point it's more like beating a dog to death more than anything else. It is
Instead of an enemy.
it's
It's a
not an
victim.
enemy at this point. It doesn't have the necessary existence to be an enemy. Yeah, so
But can it get? If I leave it alone for too long, can it get back up and be a problem for us?
I can guarantee you someone's going to kill it before its next turn.
Right, but I can remove that as a necessity.
This is true.
Yeah, you should show those high elves what we're made of, bro. Go in.
And I'm gonna twist the spear loose
Mm-hmm.
and pull it out, and it's nailed to the ground.
God. It takes
So
1d6
even
damage
after the
every
stun
turn.
wears off, it has to waste a turn trying to get the shield out, and it's gonna take a d6 of damage at the beginning of the turn before it even gets a chance.
Good lord. All right. Fuck.
Wonderful. Thanks, leader.
Yeah. So, Cyril,
Where did he go?
where did
Oh,
you
I'm
go?
gonna point over there. Over there, leader.
Oh yeah, you don't point roughly in this general direction. You know where it is exactly. Cyril cannot infer that 100%. But it's roughly in this general direction. Roughly in this area. Cyril, you have 10 feet of blind sight, which allows you
20.
20 feet? Jesus. 20 feet of blind sight, which I believe you'll know it's coming, and you have Polearm Master and Sentinel. Such a tank.
And Stunning Assault is still active.
Fuck. How long does that last?
So basically, it lasts until the beginning of my next turn.
Good lord. Okay. When they enter the reach you have with this weapon. Okay. Roll me a single what do you call it? A opportunity attack as he appears to you. A shadow mastiff, basically a shadow doggy, runs towards you. You can see it as it gets within about 10 feet of you, which will actually be right there. You are able to do a single attack of opportunity.
All right, and this is going to be... And I still have Zealous Stance up. So...
Jesus Christ.
Dog.
Okay. You also fucking stop its movement instantly. Deal your damage. Fuck. Cool. It cannot move from this spot for right now. God damn it.
It's also stunned until... It also has to make
roll.
that save against the stun.
Jesus Christ. DC 15. I forgot just how hard to stop things. Good lord. Okay, well that's that boy. This one says another one, but it's also invisible.
I'm out of reactions though, so
Yeah. So you guys do hear movement. Basically the ground being pounded as things are moving around you. Hold on just 1 second. Or actually, we're also going to have, how far of a distance is this? That'll work.
Of course.
Dakota, you don't have anything that is like fucking blind sight, right?
No,
Delmar has
Dakota
a
just
torch
wields
lit.
a fucking cannon.
Yeah, Delmar's got the torch. But I'm assuming what he's asking about is does Dakota have what's it
He
called?
has the
Devil's
gun.
Sight.
Yeah.
The gun.
No, I don't believe it.
So we're actually gonna move. You do have the gun. How far do you get to move? Oh, good.
I forgot I was able to. I forgot I had Eyes of the Runekeeper. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
you
I
can
could have
read
been reading
anything.
stuff.
Keep forgetting you have
My
that.
God, that's right.
Yeah, so as it runs up into this area, the mist is currently surrounding your torch, Galmar. So your torch is, the light is much smaller. However, he is in the light of the blazer. So this Shadow Mastiff does become visible as it runs up to Dakota and tries to bite the shit out of him.
Okay.
What kind of a
What kind of what?
what's the AC on that Dakota? What's your AC?
16.
You know, screw it. You feel a set of wings wrap around you, ethereal and ethereal in appearance, but you can feel it padding out the head. Your AC is now 19 from this attack.
Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Good job.
Let's see. And that only lasts for one attack, right?
Just the one attack, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was 9 damage I just avoided. You know.
That was pretty good.
Yep. It's going to do its second attack now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I didn't know that was
Those
going to happen.
swings.
It's a
It's
good
okay.
thing that 9 damage didn't hit.
I didn't know that it was immediately going to crit after that.
Yeah,
It's
that was
okay.
great
Ow.
timing. I do love that. So it tries to bite into Dakota, and the wings wrap around it for just a moment as it basically bounces off, and it looks up at Dakota, and Dakota, even through the mist, you can see it looks at you with what you can only define as spite as it launches back at you. And it chomps into your shoulder hard enough you feel like the bone creaking under its jaws from how hard it just snaps into you. Apparently it's very annoyed at the idea of being bounced off of something. So you take 27 damage. Oof. Is that half your health?
Crap.
Yeah, I'm at 19 right now.
On 55 divided by 2
Oh, no.
is 27. That is in fact half your health. Roll me a constitution save.
Oh. Okay.
This is the first time I gained to use this
Good
properly.
stuff.
14, god damn it.
Well, you used it against me on our first session.
Oh yeah.
Gosh darn
This
it,
is the
I don't get
second
to
time I
make you
get to use
suffer
this
more.
properly. I also have to now actually find it again to make sure that is done. Where the fuck is it? Well, I know my own rules. Maybe. Here it is. Okay. Con save DC 13. You barely passed that. Okay. So yeah, you are severely injured, but not completely injured. Is going. You hear another one growl, as it takes 5d6 damage. What is the damage? 5d8 damage. Oof. As it runs into the
For the love of
mist.
God, leave the warlock alone.
Oh no, the Mastiff takes the damage.
Yep, the Mastiff
Oh.
almost straight up dies as it runs into the fog. But
Damn.
it's
my
gonna try biting you, seeing if it can hit you. Nope, and it's gonna try biting you a second time.
Oh, please no. I'll just stop now.
Nope. It almost
goodness.
dies for no reason. God damn it.
Ooh.
All right. So that is those two things. I will also say, Ania, you hear one to your left, or actually to your right, because you're facing. Are you still facing the wall, or did you turn around as everything started? Mostly from
I'm
like Dakota screams.
I'm watching the battle, but I have one hand on the root still.
Okay. So you also hear something to your left. Is right in the light now. As it basically more or less jumped over into it. Assuming I can find the fucker. Where did I put it?
Oh my god, I could have been casting Hellish Rebuke this entire time.
You could have. Yep. I'm very glad you didn't, but you could have. I have managed to lose my token. I don't know how I've managed to lose my token, but I have lost my token.
You
for
just
this
hit it
creature.
really well.
I have. Wait, I can search it. Hold on. Ah, there it is. But you see one, Ania, as it pretty much like pops into light. The light is pretty much reflecting off of it at this point. And you hear it growling to your left. You do see it. Are you going? Do you have any like reactions or anything as you see it pop up?
If it gets close enough to hit me, I'm gonna guiding bolt it to the face.
All right, guiding bolt.
Ania looks over and she gets this scowl, like, "How dare you?" And guiding bolts for free.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
And I'm going to use the bless. Wait, no, bless is only saving. Okay, well, I'll have the bless for later then.
I think it's saving and attack rolls, or is that
yes,
guidance?
To attack, yes. and
Yeah,
to
so
save.
that would be a bonus to your attack roll with bless.
Okay, I do guiding bolt with a +4 with the plus 1d4.
Cool.
So guiding bolt and then
Get him.
+2.
2 attack normal.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, get him!
She looks
Oh
at this.
my That was, what, 2 away from
Just
max?
burn a hole through the middle of it. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
She's pissed and she still has a hand on the tree.
Fear the Reaper!
These
It's a
things
bright day
aren't-
outside.
These things aren't like super high health, but they have a pretty decent health pool. Especially from the fact that like 2 of them have just been like beaten to a pulp and are still functioning. Your guiding bolt goes through its face and explodes its entire body into mist. It goes from very healthy and about to kill you to I'm gone. Just straight up gone. You disintegrated this thing.
And making the Bakan Senpo on this thing like it's Dragon Ball Z.
Just says, "How dare you!" And the dog explodes before it gets any closer.
Yeah, you
gosh, the
straight
only
up
thing left is
disintegrated
footprints on the
one of them. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you guys do hear a very, very loud, like, roar echo across the entire room as the one in front of Ania turns to literal ash. As this Buddy Boo, who has a thing of 14, if it would actually fucking put it right, whatever, is the thing of 14. It pops up in front of Rue, which Rue can see. It looks mad. It's much bigger than the rest of them too. It's it looks like about twice the size ish of most of the other ones. Is clearly the what'd you call it, the alpha of the group. And actually it should physically be larger too. Hold on just one moment. 2x2. There we go. As it appears in space, as it literally walking out of the shadows, as it just bears down at Rue, it's going to run forwards. And is going to.
That's the big doggy.
Is a very big doggy. Is going to. Well, first off, with its howl, anyone within 300 feet of him, which is everyone.
Yeah, it's like the entire room.
Roll a DC 11 Wisdom save.
He's.
Fuck, which one of these is the same?
The one on the right side.
Okay.
Okay. Ania, you are not bothered in the fucking slightest.
So angry.
You are pissed to
Yeah,
hell.
please. I would love have a double-digit
Wait,
roll
can I?
today.
Wait, do I need to roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One.
For Gilmar.
God damn. Okay.
I respond by bellowing back to it. Full
love that.
horror elk bugle.
Yeah, it's like the only one who is slightly concerned by this is the only one who can't see it properly and isn't being distracted by something else. But you're hearing this,
I think I'm
Galmar.
not being distracted. I'm actively trying to defend in the war or lock, and I'm failing now, lad.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you got
hearing
this.
you're hearing
fine.
this thing fucking scream or not, well, bellow out across the entire. Then you hear fucking Cyril's bellow too. It's not a pleasant experience. And Sapphire, whenever you get the chance, feel free to roll a wisdom save as well.
I mean,
Oh,
fingers
great.
crossed,
This
me
makes it better
doing
and
that
better.
gets its attention on me instead.
This is true. This is true. It is going to it pretty much just take 2 swipes at Rue at the moment. Cyril, you're kind of an issue. You're a very big issue, but it's focusing on her. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, that's what you get
Oh,
for
thank
picking
goodness.
the wrong target.
All of my fancy fucking enemies roll shit. Oh my god.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
You say that as
Just
you
rolled a
crit-
critical.
I
That
just-
was my
that
non-fancy
combat.
enemy.
Okay.
My mook, my shitty mook rolled a critical, and my fancy big roaring buddy rolls a 2. Oh, my fancy boy. Oh well. My shitty mook is just over here, just like I live, I exist. Big buddy is. So he's launching forwards at Rue, and yeah, Rue, you are like deflecting this son of a bitch with like I imagine with your shield, like you're practically punching it in the nose as it's like slamming its face towards you. Its teeth are getting nowhere near your body. And Sapphire, is now your turn. What was your wisdom saving throw?
Oh, we passed it, Kayla. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
Are we done? What was that piece? +1? Is that right?
I think so.
I don't know where. Okay. Oh yeah, Bogsy's dish.
Yeah, +1.
Okay.
You can do it.
7.
A 7?
Oh.
Okay, so you are also terrified of the big guy.
Up, Kayla.
So the big guy, his terrifying howl for anyone. So fucking Galmar and Sapphire, you're both frightened of it for 1 minute. It can be repeated at the end of each of its turns. The target can repeat at the end of each of its turns. So both of you can roll at the end of your turns. While you're frightened of it, you have a disadvantage on any ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within your line of sight. So considering
It's not within my line of sight.
this is true. Considering you are looking at Sapphire, you will have disadvantage on all of your attack rolls to everything around you.
Except that one is going to die and the other one is stunned.
Yeah.
Oh no! Thinking about it, though, I'm gonna have to make another wisdom save to avoid using the rune.
Okay, so
Because trauma.
which one's closest to me?
Yeah, so you have disadvantage on all attack rolls. You have a creature immobilized and stunned right next to you. You have the big doggo standing in front of Rue. And then you have a stunned enemy that's just a little bit ways from Cyril as well.
Alright, when you say right next to me, how close is that?
Within melee. He is laying on the ground, stunned with a massive shield in its chest frame.
Okay. I will grab my sword and slice its throat.
Fair enough. That will be an instant kill. Effectively, it can't resist, it can't dodge, it can't move, and it has so little health that you will absolutely just eviscerate it. So yeah, you pretty much just pull out your sword and just stab it in the side or in the like just slashing along the throat and stuff. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
I don't know if I have a bonus action thing.
Yeah, because the dog's right in front of us.
You could hunter's mark the
Pretty
doggo.
sure. All right, I guess I will do that because I don't think I can do anything else because everything else is an action.
Okie dokie. So you hunter's mark the doggo. He'll take 1d6 more damage whenever you hit him. Okay. We're gonna move on to Ania. You're hearing the terrifying just bellow out in the area.
Oh wait, can't Sapphire make another save against the terror?
Oh yes, make another wisdom save, Sapphire, and see whether or not you are still spooked from him. But yeah. And Ania, you are, so you're hearing all this. You can't quite see the Mastiff just because of the stone to your right, kind of acting as a wall of sorts. You do see the two of them just barely inside of the mist, and one of them standing out the mist, just attempting to bite the hell out of Dakota. And you do hear Dakota scream at one point. Ooh, 6. Okay. So what'd you like to do, Ania?
Ania leaves the wall, and as she does it, she mutters something along the lines of, "A light will only protect you as long as it's here." And she waves her staff over near where the fire was snuffed out and casts daylight.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. How far is that reach?
She's not actually putting it on the staff if she can. She wants to put it around here-ish. How do I point?
You can click and hold, and I'll make a thingamabob.
Yeah, she wants to do it like, click and hold. Yeah,
Okay.
around here-ish. Ideally to catch this guy in it. Oh, that works. Nice.
Okay.
But she wants to make sure the daylight is here so it can get slightly into this corridor as well.
Okay. Is a 60-foot range, so to get from there, you would have to be roughly here.
I thought it was 120 range.
It's
but
120-foot sphere.
Oh, I thought it was. Let me look.
Radius? 120-foot radius is what I would assume, unless it says diameter.
Yeah,
because it says it's bright light and sheds dim light for an additional. Oh, I see. So I have to be 60 feet.
Yes, but it does go for 120 feet, so you could do. Let's see. Here would get literally the entire room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she puts it there then.
Okay, and that is within 60 feet of you. So, yeah, feel free to do that. I think it just makes a 120-foot sphere icon thing if you run the spell, question mark.
Let me see.
Which I've never had somebody use daylight before.
Cyril used it. No, Cyril used moonlight.
Yeah.
Not daylight.
Place so begins Ania's second wizard's duel.
Right here.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits the entire room. How long does that last?
An hour.
Fuck.
You
Is it
thought the
concentration?
darkness would save you, didn't you?
It is not concentration. It just straight up lasts for an hour.
Yep.
Okay,
it's just an hour of daylight.
Okay, so the entire room, and we're just gonna take away that because we know it reaches the entire room. The entire room is instantly blasted with just it looks as if the sun just popped up above onto the fucking ceiling and it's just shining down. It's like a clear blue sky all throughout the entire area, aside from the 20-foot radius of this mist. But yeah, it's a mist. But the entire area is as bright as a fucking 100 candles. Which means that, hold on just a moment. This guy is now obvious, unfortunately. And he is also obvious because he goes into darkness to hide. Which is a problem. All right, so yeah, that pretty much is completely shows off every enemy, which you guys can all see now.
Nice.
Does daylight specify sunlight as well?
Let's see. It says if the spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
Okay.
But
it does not say anything
radius
about sunlight.
sphere
Okay.
of light.
No, remember in our first campaign we had that confusion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. And it's of 3rd level or higher or lower?
Lower.
My
3rd or lower.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
No darkness.
That is
Nia's
very
like-
unfortunate. That is actually doubly unfortunate for this guy. That okay.
He's like, you're going to announce your main benefit in this battle, are you?
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, is that the end of your turn?
No, she's going to use bonus action healing word on Dakota, if I can do that.
Is that line of sight?
Let me see. Healing word. Creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay. You cannot see Dakota right now. He's inside the mist.
Okay. Nia's going to shout for Dakota to approach her if possible.
Mhm.
And then I can't like ready a bonus action, right? Because I already used an action.
I will say you can choose to ready in bonus action, or you can choose to ready in action. So whenever you're choosing to ready something, you're taking that option of yours and just holding it.
Okay, I'm just seeing if I want to use my bonus action to do anything else.
Mhm.
I would like to ready healing word of 3rd level for when I can see Dakota.
Okay. That will work. Dakota, is now
Nia's
your turn.
slightly-
Okay.
Nia's also
Does
about
Misty
here.
Step provoke opportunity attacks?
Let me look at Misty Step
No.
real
Like
quick.
what?
I don't believe it does now.
Teleportation does not proc opportunity attacks usually.
So you are able to Misty Step out, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
And Ania, that will
Ooh.
proc your thing if you would like to use it.
Yes, so I would like to use healing word of 3rd level.
You shout, it's like, Dakota, get over here, and then Dakota just like instantly like shimmers like just like over there, and like his shoulder is actively bleeding. He's like, yes, miss.
Oh wait, 3rd
You
level. I didn't
motherfucker.
realize.
Hmm?
Oh, if you up the level, does that mean it takes 2 3rd level slots?
No, it should only take one. When you
No,
up a
upcasting
spell, it should only
it will
take
only
that
use
level.
the new slot.
Hmm?
It will only use the new slot that you choose.
So if you
It
cast a healing word, it
says-
would use it 1 3rd level spell, nothing else.
It says on the cast at level that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th use 2 slots.
Wait,
That's
what?
weird. Shouldn't. Hold on.
Should I
Which
just
spell
not
is this?
healing word?
Let me check it. I don't think that's how it works, but I'll double check it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't work like that. Yeah, feel free to just roll it at 3rd level, and then if it does take away 2 slots, just add 1 back.
Okay, let me just check my levels. I have 1 level and 2 3rd levels. Let me see, cast spell.
Okay, only used 1.
Okay, good.
Cool. So yeah, Dakota, you get 14 health back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
The bleeding does stop.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to shoot the one I guess closest to me or closest to Gelmar.
Okay.
The little guy.
Yeah.
The dog. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot that, and I am going to use sharpshooter. I think I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that would be. What would that be like? 3 there, and then I don't know how to add sharpshooter to it.
We
So-
just add 5 basically. So we take away 10, then add
It's
5.
10. Oh, no, it's plus 10.
Oh, is
the
it plus
damage.
10? Yeah, so we take away
Plus-
5, add
plus-
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just do it in our head basically. Okay. And then, yeah, because that gives you
How many
advantage.
of
So
those? How many of
you,
those
you
hit?
know, it's very debatable on whether or not 25 will hit a tiny doggo. I don't know. I have to do some real big thunks on those.
Yeah. So it's the attack, and then each of those are -5.
Yeah. So all those are -5. They will still hit.
They'll still all hit.
Yep.
Good
all
job.
3 will hit. And
Alright, let's just roll that
you'll
damage.
get. Yeah, it's dead.
Good job.
Yeah, there's no recovering from that one. You blast it away very similarly to Ania. Actually, it just disintegration would be the easiest definition of this. You just ripping it
That's not
into
even-
pieces is another definition.
I just want you to know, if all those hit, that's 39 plus 30.
Yeah. No, it's dead. Yeah,
Nice.
you wipe it off
Terrible
the face of the universe.
I need to know how much health that had Cindy when I
They had
killed it.
33. You overkilled it quite hard.
Dang, at this rate, maybe she should have saved the 3rd shot to the other guy.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's, unless you have a bonus action.
No, the Misty Step was my bonus
Oh
action.
yeah, that's right. Okay. So Gelmar, you are you're strangely without an enemy in front of you. It
about
just
the
kind of
enemy
stopped
in the
existing after a couple seconds.
What about the enemy over here in the smoke? Can I still see
You
him?
can kind of sort of see him. He's very hard to see since you are both in the smoke. The
Well,
one
I
that you
still have
could
enough
see
indication-
easily is just gone.
Well, at least he's still close enough for me to probably reasonably do this.
Oh,
I'm going to
both of you started your turns in the fog. Both of you roll a,
con save.
I think it's a con save 14. Let me just double check. Trying to remember. Where is it? Oh my god. Can't find it, but think above. Okay. Oh, here it is. Is a, yeah, con save 14. Oof. All right, Dakota.
I can't see it yet. Oh,
All right. Both of you fail
game,
that.
please!
So
I'm begging you.
the game is not wanting you to get above a fucking 10 for some reason. Both of you take 13 damage.
Okay.
And I don't know. It's a good thing she healed you. It's a very good thing she healed you.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing else happens with that. Cool. But yeah, so you take 8 damage as you start your turn coughing inside the thing, but you're welcome to do the rest of your turn now.
I'm gonna breath weapon.
Hmm?
I'm gonna breath weapon in it. I know
Ooh,
a general
smart.
direction. That's good enough.
That's actually
Especially
really smart,
considering, yeah, considering that's it that has to make a save. I don't need to roll anything but damage.
yeah. It's actually incredibly smart. What save is it?
It's a, where the heck is that?
Mhm.
That totals up to a DC 14 dexterity save. If he succeeds, he takes half of 2d10.
Oof.
And
Oh.
need I remind you, if he does not survive this, I can fire another one.
That is true.
This is cold damage, by the way.
It looks almost dead.
Wow.
Just about dead. It's still
Screw it, let's
wobbling
not-
on its legs.
Screw it, let's blast another. Give me
Well,
Well,
another
it's
save.
gonna die. It's
Yeah.
gonna die on its next turn if it's gonna.
Yeah,
if
the
it's
mist.
just wobbling.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wins its
Oh, yes, he
save.
already saved. Let's do it.
All right. Yeah. That will 100% kill.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, the dark mage could also move it too, so I'm not
Mhm.
sure if it would be still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing you could do with Cloud Kill.
Yeah, because I think that's what Sin said, that it could move.
It
might be
moves by
metagaming, though.
itself.
Ah.
Yep. So he can't control this thing anymore, but it moves by itself.
How many
Uh,
frames does this ability have?
Hmm?
Not long enough. Okay. I'm just going to dart out of the fog and take
Okay.
a defensive stance by Dakota and Ania,
Okie dokie.
and I will end turn there.
Cool, cool. The fog has done a number to the both of you, less to Gumar, obviously, but not pleasant experience for either of you. Rue, is now your turn. You are staring down this big old doggo. It reminds you of being on the farm, just more dangerous.
It's the
Wow,
timber.
you got nice size, good proportions, dog. You really should come work on like the farms, because they're really gonna need you. Maybe change your career around. But since
Come on,
it's
that's got to
another-
be a persuasion roll.
Come on, what about? She gives him the good boy. She pats her leg. She pats her nut thighs. Come on.
It
there any
does not
change?
seem even slightly interested.
Alright. Now you fixed your ways. It's okay. I respect you. Yeah, so she pulls out this thing that she has,
Mhm.
and it is a spell scroll of lightning bolt. And that thing is gonna hit the dog, and it's gonna hit the spellcaster in the back.
You know, I may or may not have forgotten I gave you that.
Yep, it goes in a line. I know it's not like the most amazing use I could have had from this, but hey.
Yeah.
I still have Arms of Hadar on me.
Feel free to roll
Yep.
it. I don't recall.
They make a dex saving throw. Creature takes 8d6 if they fail, and half if they don't.
Damn.
They gonna take that whole thing.
The doggo's gonna take the whole thing to the mouth. You said Dex?
Yeah, and then 8. Let me roll. It was a dexterity. Yeah.
So doggo's gonna take it to the mouth.
Yes.
Dark Mage is also gonna take it right to the face.
So she pulls out the lightning scroll in front of the dog and says, "Hey, want to see something really bright?"
Oh God.
And she's going to roll. Let's see. Hopefully not all ones. It's okay though. Oh damn! It is ones.
22.
Hang on a second. Hang on
Oh.
a second. Doesn't Rue cast lightning damage at max at max
No.
damage?
Sadly, no.
It's thunder, isn't it? Yeah.
Damn it.
Or fire, which is that fireball always went crazy.
Yeah. So they will both take 22 damage, which you see does a significant amount of damage to the spellcaster. The doggo, I mean, he's slightly affected. You see him like it burns through one of its its left shoulder. It makes a clear burn almost all the way across his shoulder and back. But he just kind of looks at you, and you swear he looks more angry than he did earlier.
Hello, doggy. I think that was just an action. So we'll go ahead and. Oh no, is her over here? Sapphire's good.
Yeah, Sapphire has not been hit. Neither has Cyril.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
What does this do? Okay.
I want to kind of save that. I don't know. I think I'm good for right now. I can't think of anything, so
Okay.
just hold on.
So at the end of your turn, we're going to go to the top of the list, back to the Dark Mage, who looks substantially injured and quite pissed. As it moves back to his turn, this is going to move 10 feet. As it just kind of billows, just how it works. Not quite where I would want it, but that's fine. He's gonna look at the whole territory and the fact that he just got fucking laser beamed in the chest. How far does this
See
go?
us.
Hey, raid. Speary! Hi, Speary. Hello and welcome. Did my stuff go right? It did. Ooh, playing Phoenix right. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Boom, boom. Let me do my raid message real quick. Hello, Egg. A portal has opened and new spirits now echo through the halls. Welcome on in, travelers, and thank you so much for the raid, Speary. I'm truly honored you chose to share your community with me tonight, but please be sure to get yourself some water, food, and rest. Streaming is no small feat, and your well-being comes first. You're more than welcome to raid and run if you need to. For those just arriving, hello, I'm Sinspeaks, your friendly interdimensional librarian. This cozy corner of the internet is Purgatory Corner, a place where stories never end and every visitor adds a new book to the shelves. Here we explore a wide variety of games, from heart-wrenching narratives like A Plague Tale, Detroit Become Human, and Undertale, to high-octane action in Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, Doom, and Halo. We got silly co-op chaos in Castle Crashers, Golf with Your Friends, and Phasmophobia, plus indie games like Celeste, One Shot, and Slime Rancher. I'm all about immersive stories when solo and laughter-filled collabs with friends. Beyond gaming, I'm a storyteller at heart. I write books based on my D&D campaigns like the one you guys are looking at here, and I also direct voiceover dubs for visual novels when I want to, or am able to. I'm also stepping into narration myself, and many have told me my voice brings them a sense of peace. Perhaps you'll feel the same. You're welcome to stay and find out. So welcome to our library, where every story belongs somewhere, and this might just be where your next story begins. Alright. And we're going to be shoving you all into the chat, unfortunately, because we are going to be continuing and immersing ourselves. You guys have arrived inside of a wonderful, wonderful combat where, honestly, you guys are doing some pretty good numbers. I'm on call to take care of my chapters. No worries. We'll do so indeed. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching, as I now have to figure out whether or not... No, you guys are not in a straight line. Unfortunate. You guys are doing good positioning. How dare.
The audacity.
Yeah, the audacity. Well, hold on. He can move. This will hit his own people.
I guess he doesn't care.
It is own
Hiding
people.
behind the
Just
wall.
never stopped someone
You're
before.
behind the wall, which is kind of a pain in the ass.
I love my tree.
Oh, it hits Sapphire. And this... Damn, okay. I'm like, I kind of want Ruin there.
Are you just you're aiming for Dakota? I'm noticing a bias.
It's fine. Actually, I do really want a Nia in there. Not Nia. Ruin there. Damn it, why do you have to be in the one position that I can't hit you with?
Whoa! Idiocracy, it works.
the one
Come on, you're not
position
pissed off enough
where
at
I
Carol?
can't do that shit. Okay, you know what? That's fine. He's not going to do that, although he desperately wants to. He is not going to, because it would not hit the one person that he really, really wants to hit. So instead, he is going to take a page out of Dakota's book.
Noticing a
Feel
bias.
this blast.
Oh, he hasn't
Really?
been hit so many
Whoa.
times.
No luck.
Jesus Christ.
No
Okay.
bludgeoning? Yay, no damage.
Click on this.
Fuck me. Okay, so this places it down. When you guys enter the affected area for the first time on a turn, or start your turn there, the creature must succeed on dexterity saving throw. Whoever fails the first dexterity saving throw will take that damage, I believe, or half? No, it does not say, so you just avoid it entirely. So, Rue, we'll start with you. Roll me a dex saving throw.
Yeah, well, let's hope and pray.
Hope and pray, boys and girls. DC 14, you are hit. You take no damage, as you have
Yay!
resistance to it. But you are now restrained until the spell ends. Alright.
Oh, it's okay.
Yep,
That
you are
won't stop me.
restrained. Sapphire is also going to roll a dexterity saving throw, DC 14, as is Cyril. Both of you roll me a
Alright.
dex saving throw, DC 14. 19. You just Dex means nothing to you.
I just dance out the goddamn way.
Pretty much. So, Ed, yeah, Sapphire, roll me it whenever you're able. So a massive, just essentially tar pit under you guys kind of pulls its way out of the ground as a whole bunch of tentacles and strange, like inky black darkness just starts flapping around everywhere, slapping into the ground. A 16, okay, so you also not affected. Just slam around everything, and one of them like wraps around Rue and is basically just holding her in a chokehold, basically. Does absolutely fucking nothing to her, aside from the fact that she is now restrained. Which, if you guys do not know what restrained is, your speed becomes 0. You cannot benefit from any bonuses to your speed. All attacks against you have advantage, and all of your attacks have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You can use your action on your turn to make a strength or dexterity check, your choice, against a DC 14. And when you start your turn while restrained, you automatically take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Cyril, is now your turn. And I believe since you've started in there, you have to make another DC 14 dexterity check.
Okay.
You can do
Fingers
it.
crossed.
Oh,
You are restrained.
You know what? I'm
Oh.
gonna use my inspiration point.
Okay, absolutely.
Here we go. Fingers crossed this works.
Let me see those numbers, baby.
You got this.
You got the fucking inspiration.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Yeah.
For just a moment, some of the like inky black shit like crawls up your legs, like trying to hold you in place. You could be pissed, you could be annoyed, whatever is your emotion, you're just going for it.
I just rip my leg out of it. I retrieve the shield and turn it back into the glaive.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take my first swing at the stunned mastiff next to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use up 4 more points. And I'm down to my last exertion point after that now for Zealous Stance and Stunning Assault.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and put the doggo down.
Okay.
No,
Uh,
the farm dog.
so I just looked up stunning. You do have advantage against it. It's not automatic critical, but you do have advantage against it. It's only, I think, prone that is automatic critical.
All right.
I'm pretty sure
There's
prone is also another advantage.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, well, I figured double advantage basically makes it.
I just give you plus 2.
That's nightmare fuel.
It's not a pleasant experience to have double advantage against you. But feel free to roll your double attacks. Or your single attack, I suppose, in this case.
Well, yep, just one attack for right now. I'm going to see if I can put him down.
Put the poor boy to the ground, yo.
I don't know, did it
Put him into
roll?
retirement.
It doesn't look like it's rolled so far.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I don't know why it just didn't roll at all.
Jesus, a 13. Unfortunately, that does miss.
Oh, I didn't roll advantage. Hold on.
Oh, there, yep.
No.
15 will...
That makes it slightly better.
Yeah, with advantage. Yeah, 15 will hit. Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
That advantage being very necessary right there.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
The stars were aligned.
All right, feel free to roll your damage on the boyo. Oof. 12 damage. It is swaying on its feet. It's barely moving right now.
Nice hit.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take another swing at it, and try to finish it off. It is going to have to make a save against being stunned again, but
true.
we're gonna see if that matters in a minute.
Is that con or dex?
So it'll be a con save,
Okay.
I want to say, or is it a...
I feel like it's con save for stun.
Let me double check. I have it.
I
Have
can
it written
recall
down.
most
Constitution
rules.
save.
Constitution, okay.
Yep, and it's got to beat a 15.
Oof. It ain't being the 15.
All right.
As much of a tank as this boy is, Constitution is not his strong suit. All right.
No, not disadvantage. Bitch.
We'll just assume it's advantage instead. So 16 high, which it really doesn't matter. Even with disadvantage, you fucking destroy him. Without even rolling your dice, that's going to kill him. I can guarantee you.
All right. And then I am going to, because I still have movement
Mhm.
to do this with. I'm gonna find out in a minute if physical attacks are about to work against this guy. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna goring charge the mage.
Okay.
Because I just have to move 20 feet in a straight line.
Mhm.
And well, actually no, because it's an action, I think, to use it, right?
Yeah, Goring charge is an action.
So so instead I'm just gonna use my bonus action spectral slash instead.
Are you within range? Oh yeah, 30 feet.
I can get within range. I haven't moved at all.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, fingers crossed.
You can do it.
Remind me, will my zealous stance add the D4 to the magical attack?
You are doing. Let me look at your spectral slash real quick. You are making a melee attack, so it will apply.
Okay.
Because it's a melee spell attack, but you're still making a melee attack. Feel free to ruin him.
All right, fingers crossed.
Oof.
Oh, come on.
Game, you want to load that?
So yeah, the spell doesn't work, but I'm at least within range to make his life miserable if he goes to cast a spell.
Okay.
Are you able to get out, or you won't want to stay there?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to stay right next to him.
Did it log your roll? Has it logged that for anyone? There's a 3 on the dice, but I'm not sure what your modifier was.
Well, my modifier is like a 1.
Oh, and it absolutely didn't hit.
Yeah, no.
People have been hitting with like a fucking 2 modifier, so I'm like, oh, maybe. Okay. So we're going to move to Shadow Mastiff. I'm also going to roll twice. Don't worry about what it is.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm just God.
All right, cool. Is in fact not the Mastiff's turn. It is someone else's turn. You guys are pretty thoroughly trouncing a lot of the enemies in here. There's only 2 that you guys can see that are left in the area. Many of you have gotten, well, actually only 2 of you have gotten seriously injured. Actually, only 1 of you has gotten seriously injured. In fact,
so the only ones left are the Mastiff Alpha and the Dark Mage, then?
Yes, that you guys can see right now. The only ones who've been injured is Gelmar and Dakota so far. So, you guys see a few things happen. None of you guys down here below can see anything obviously past the spell here, right? That is pretty thoroughly obscuring most of your guys' vision, about 20-foot radius. You guys aren't seeing much happening there. The 3 of you who are past this, who can see into the area, right here in this little opening, you guys start hearing noises. Specifically, you're hearing the clang of metal. Now, many of you will recognize this clang. Gelmar specifically will recognize this clang exceptionally well, but Cyril, this triggers a memory of yours. Of the olden days, back when you were on the front lines with a lot of other, folks, some like, I don't know, 60, 70 some years ago, something like that. You remember that you used to, remember that time that we were talking about a long while ago, like 10 episodes or something, where you were fighting alongside one of your companions who wore a bearskin cloak, right?
Right.
Remind me, what armor did he always wear?
Wait.
Yeah. You guys are hearing the extremely telltale sound of sheer plate mail ringing through the halls, as through the darkness here, two people appear that you guys can see, and the in group can't see, but you guys can hear the plate. But you guys see this. I had a picture of them a long while ago, but I suppose just their individual pictures will have to do for now. You guys are seeing a gigantic, and I do mean gigantic, he is about 15 feet tall. He is significantly larger than most humanoids you guys have ever seen. He is wearing full black plate mail with a sword that is easily 9 feet tall. He is has a pointed helmet, pointed shoulder guards. There is nothing that at least Cyril and most of the group can see that isn't covered in metal. And he is walking forwards with the sword sheathed at the moment, footsteps clanging against the solid ground. Alongside him is a much smaller woman, around probably 7 feet or so, smaller comparatively. She is wearing what appears to be some form of cloth, or maybe it's just a general, almost religious form of outfit. She has glowing red eyes, and none of her hair, most of her body is able to be seen. She does have a weird aura that is surrounding her at the moment, that is flickering in and out. Especially from your guys' distance, you can't see super well on it. But they are both walking into the area, and they're surveying the surroundings. They're seeing Cyril 1v1ing the boyo over here, the Dark Mage, who, as this happens, the Dark Mage sees Cyril land in front of him and turns, pretty much ignoring him, to his side, and actually bows to the two of them. This is honestly more disrespect to Cyril than it is anything else. But yeah, he straight up bows in front of for these two as they approach. And it is the mage's turn. As she walks in, and she of course cannot see Ania and crew either, because the distance and the thingamabob. But she looks at the whole situation going on, and you would
say,
as
far as she's concerned, their dark mage is having a hard time with 3 people.
Yes, that is effectively what she is seeing here. As she is confused would be the word that you'd be using, and in a very slow and methodical and almost quiet voice, you hear her softly say, "What are you struggling with, dear? Just these? Such a shame. But they have opened the way for us. Well, aside from those pesky high elves. Maybe we should," as she looks up at the giant man, "maybe we should give them a celebration." And she grins at him. You cannot tell his expression in any way, shape, or form from the metal. But she looks back at all of you, and specifically she looks at Cyril. Is she within 60 feet of you? Yes, she is. She's going to look at you, and roll me a wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
I'm like super good at those, let me tell
Shit.
Oh no.
You shouldn't have bragged.
No.
you. No, I mean that I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so much better. God
Oh,
damn
but
Oh my goodness.
Reverse brag.
it. Fucking humble bragging right here. I see how it is. But she looks at you. You can feel her magic waving over you. And it is significantly stronger than you have felt before. The spell, not as much. But it's not as strong as you would be expecting. She is going to cast this, however, at 4th level. So at 4th level, she is able to target 2 additional people using the wonderful, wonderful spell of Hold Person at 4th level.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be Dominate Person.
I actually don't think I've ever used that spell. But she is going to, within 60 feet of her, she is going to Hold Person on both Rue and Sapphire. Both of you roll me a Wisdom saving throw DC 15 as well. I would be legitimately shocked if Rue failed this.
Uh-oh.
And she does. Damn.
I'm legitimately shocked.
God damn it.
Not the wisdom casters. What the crap?
Our luck
Exactly.
was way too good at the beginning.
That she is the one person in this entire part. Actually, it was yeah, she's one of the very few people in this
Yeah,
entire
Rangers are-
party, Ania
Yeah,
included,
Rangers are
that
wisdom
would.
casters as well.
Yeah, I would
Which-
not. I would be. I was legitimately expecting her and Nia to be the only people that would easily pass this check.
Oh
Okay.
damn. That's not great. Uh-oh.
No, that isn't. And then Sapphire also roll a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. But you all feel her magic just like passing over the area. It doesn't seem to affect you much, Cyril, which is kind of strange. But Sapphire can see Ania Rue be affected by this quite heavily. As Rue, you are now restrained and paralyzed in front of
Just
the
the
doggo.
2 of us, Sapphire.
Just the 2 of us. And now Sapphire is also paralyzed. For those of you that do not know what the spell Paralyze does, they are incapacitated, cannot move, cannot speak. They automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Any attacks against them have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. It is... how long is this? Hold on. For the duration. How long is the fucking duration?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, so 10 rounds unless somebody can knock them out of it.
Or if we do a wisdom saving throw to get out.
Yeah, so at the
Do
end
our
of each of
thing.
your turns, you can do a wisdom saving throw. And if you get out of it, you do get out of it. There's other ways to get you out of it as well, but effectively you're paralyzed for the time being. So she waves her hand pretty much across the 3 of you. And Cyril, you not being affected, she does it, she looks past Cyril, looks at Rue and Sapphire. Both of you pretty much seize up. It's almost like being held by a hand, which now Rue is being held by 2 as she is also restrained on top of that. And she looks at them, she smiles, she looks back at Cyril and is legitimately dumbfounded. She just stares at Cyril for a second. Huh.
Better than you have tried. And still failed.
You will be the first to die. The alpha! Yeah, she just put Cyril on her shit list. The alpha is going to attack Rue. He does get I believe a guaranteed success critical. Hold on.
I think at this rate,
Yeah, so he gets a guaranteed critical against you every time he hits you. So he attacks twice. So this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot, Rue. Oh wait, I can just roll a normal attack, can't I? Yeah, so that is 12 times 2, 24 damage, and then 12 damage. So 24 plus 12 is 36. You take 36 damage, Rue.
Damn.
Yeah. Just
Not half, so we're good.
Yeah, minus 6, I think, from the heavy armor master.
Because it's 2 attacks?
Yeah, 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, -6.
Yeah, because you get -3 every time you get hit. Yeah, so -6. So it's biting the shit out of you. It is chomping away. It is like it dives into you and like headbutts you and then like rips at your arm. Your armor is doing heavy lifting at the moment as it is tearing into you. Your armor is deflecting quite a bit of it, but you are still getting messed up. It is now going to be the champion's turn. So that was another role that he did. Technically his name is the Father, but you guys don't know him as the Father, so he's just the champion. Let's see. Yeah, he's how far is this distance? He's just walking. Yep, he's just walking. He's looking at Cyril, and he's just walking. He's not even bothering taking out his sword. He's just walking towards you. All right, Sapphire, it is now your turn. First, roll me a.
Wisdom save.
Is that the beginning or end of your turn?
Should be beginning.
At the end of your turn, yeah. Or is that for the air bonds? One. Black tentacles.
At the end of each of its turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Ah. And you would have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw, except that being paralyzed, you automatically fail all dexterity saving throws. So you just take flat 3d8 damage. I think it's 3d8. Is it 3d8? Pretty sure it's 3d8.
Am I able to use the
3d6, I apologize.
Fighting Initiate? Creature I see within 5 feet of me, I can take off some damage?
I would say yes, you would be able to. But let me look at that real quick. Intercept. When a creature you see hits a target besides you for 5 feet, you can use your reaction. You do not have a reaction because you're paralyzed.
There.
Yeah. So yeah, Ania, or not Ania. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Ania. I keep looking at Ania's token right before I speak. Sapphire will take.
Think of ways to kill.
Sapphire will take 11 damage upon the start of her turn, and you will be making a Wisdom saving throw to get out of paralyzation.
You can do it.
I have faith in you. I will remember you. What was that? A 14. Okay, let me just double check that. You are about 50 feet from them, Gamar. The DC is 15. Meets it, beats it. You do, in fact, get out of paralyzation. So... Yeah?
No, it's a 14, Sin.
Is it 14? Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's 14.
I was looking at a different number.
It's 13 plus 1.
Ah, okay,
So
14.
14.
So, unfortunately, meets it does not beats it in this case. Because he did not meet it. So you are still paralyzed, sadly. That's pretty much your turn, unfortunately.
I mean, it was a 15. I'm just kidding.
Look, this is why I have you guys keeping me honest, because I 100% would have gone with it was a 15. My lack of ability to read sometimes will get me in trouble. Ania, it is now your turn. You are hearing some bad noises across this fog, or across this poison gas. It's some bad noises happening.
That's not good. Was I able to hear the talking?
From this distance, no. It's about 100-some feet.
Nia is going to cast, and sorry in advance, Sin, but don't worry, I've made it easy for you.
I appreciate.
Conjure woodland beings.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
I'm going to summon 2 fey creatures of challenge rating 1 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
And Ania is summoning 2 Alseids. Alseid.
I'll say, okay. On just one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do.
What a
You said A-L what?
ALSEID.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Hold on, I'm pulling it.
Do. Okay. Where the fuck did I put? Ah, creatures. Well, it does not want to have a picture. That's annoying.
They are pretty fey creatures that are plant aligned.
Oh, that's cute.
They are good aligned.
I'm going to post I just screenshotted them. I'm going to quickly post them in the VC chat here. One sec.
Okay.
As soon as it loads.
Let me go ahead and take off one of those spell slots.
No worries. There we go. All right. Well, apparently it just doesn't want to show. All right. So you get 2 of them. Where are they being put?
I'm
I
putting
just put them in the
near us.
VC chat.
I'm on the
I'm
map.
putting them near us.
Okay.
And they roll their initiative as a group, so I guess they all get the same initiative.
Yeah. So that would be a +0. That's fine. Cool. They go on 7.
Okay, and currently
Wow.
their orders are to heal the injured, so they are going to be casting a Cure Wounds on Dakota or Gelmar.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice,
Will
nice.
do.
I'm missing a total of 12 HP. Don't worry that much about me.
Okay,
I'm
well, they're gonna
missing
be
22.
I'm
Sorry, my
missing
bad. My bad. 22.
oh. I'm missing 35 HP.
yeah, so they're gonna
Yeah, I
be
was gonna
shadowing
say-
Dakota.
Cool.
I was going to say focus Dakota first anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
And I do have a bonus action, but I don't think I'm going to do anything. Actually, Ania's going to try and go around the wall to check in on our high elf companions, as long as she's still hidden behind the smoke cloud.
Yeah. So that would be right about there is as far as you can go before they start seeing you.
Is the cloud going to keep moving in my direction? Do I know that?
You would say yes.
Okay, never mind. I'm actually going to try to communicate
Well,
with the tree
not
again.
sorry, not this direction. It's going to keep moving to the right.
Oh, okay. So she's going to try to go right about here then.
Okay.
If
That'll
she
be
can see them.
Okay. As you move around the pillar, essentially, you do see everyone is just leaning against the wall with his eyes closed. He's listening. You can easily tell, but he doesn't seem to be giving a shit. While Kieran, on the other hand, is constantly just like kind of chanting and doing something or another. And there is a shimmering just field in front of both of them that is blocking effectively this entire gap.
Okay, and Ania's going to quietly ask, like, I'm going to assume this is a force field or some kind. Like, are you... I don't want to presume anything, sirs. Will you not help us? This is for the tree.
Everyone kind of looks up at you as Kieran just keeps chanting away, essentially. He's doing some kind of incantation. And Irvon says, Kieran can do his work from right here as long as all those people, you say he says people with a distaste in his mouth, as long as they keep getting focused, there is nothing that can possibly reach my brother and I. If something does somehow get through his barrier, I will kill it. But in the meantime, whether you live or you die means very little, as your life does not mean anything to this tree. Your survival does not mean this tree will get better or get worse. My brother here is the only thing that is going to keep this tree alive. So you keep him alive, and that's all you need to do. If I wasted my efforts right now, something could go and attack him, get past his shield, and he would die, and we would lose regardless.
Ania will bow respectfully and be like, understood. Thank you for clarifying. And she will not try to persuade them.
He goes back to his just leaning against the wall. He is clearly saving energy. just in case y'all die, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
And I'll end my turn. Actually, can I go back to my spot?
Absolutely. Yeah, you haven't used that much energy.
Yeah, I go back to my hiding spot for now.
Yeah, so Dakota
Okay.
is now your turn.
Dakota is going to completely ignore the All-Saids that are trying to heal him. As
they'll
he's
follow.
gonna move.
Mhm.
He's gonna move about like here.
Okay.
And he's gonna like kind of glance over to No, I can't shoot that guy without disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, you would get disadvantage. You're in his line of sight, so he does see that you're there, which doesn't seem to bother him
doesn't
too much because he already knew you were there.
That's
Doesn't
whatever.
sharpshooter disable long range disadvantage?
That's true.
Oh yeah, I
Does
think
it?
it
I think
does.
so.
Hold on.
Yes. Sharpshooter like super increases your range or something.
Yeah, attacking at
Okay.
long distance does not impose disadvantage on your attack range skills.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
There's
that.
a re-
Oh, that's so
There's
cool.
a reason sharpshooter is recommended for every single ranged combatant. Because dear
Yeah.
God.
So you
Yeah.
absolutely could take him out if you'd like to.
I'm gonna cast Hex on him first.
Smart.
Yeah, so he's gonna come out of there. He's gonna kind of
Mhm.
glance over to Everon and Kieran's like, see how it is then, sirs? He's gonna pull out his gun, and he's kind of seeing all this, and keeping in mind that they can probably see him pull out the gun. But Dakota's just hell's bells and whiskey fire. And he's gonna shoot the Dark Mage with Sharpshooter.
All right, nice.
And with Hex, I'm gonna say Dexterity saving throw because I think Cyril's right next to him.
So you'll have
That's the one that helps, right?
For like stunning assault, it's a con save.
Oh. Hex is mostly just for others, just because I don't do much with having
So you
other people
want
make
you want
saving
to put that
throws.
on con save then?
Yeah, I'll put that on con save.
Okay.
It's Hex on it. Blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
And Sharpshooter.
Put
Let's get the good stuff. Give me the good numbers.
Now, are you adding, or sorry, are you removing 5 to add 10 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And make your
Because
shots.
I need Sharpshooter.
Okay,
Really good
17, 25,
stuff.
and 13. Another raid. Serenity, hi.
Good.
We're actually
People are
about
here
to
to witness
finish too.
awesome hits.
I know, right?
I think 2 of them do.
So -5, so that's a 12. So you do half damage on the first one. I will get to the raiders in just a second. Y'all popped in a slightly opportune time, but that's okay. So the first one is half damage. The second one hits. The third one is misses entirely. So you will do.
Okay. So
And while you do that, I will introduce the folks with the raid message again. If you guys have already heard it, I'm so sorry, but that's okay. You guys can hear my lovely voice for a second time. A portal has opened, and new spirits now echo through the halls. Welcome on in, travelers, and thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Serenity. It's nice to see you. Oh, you have the ads. God damn it. I'll wait until the ads. Oh, okay. I'll wait until the ads are over to do that.
plus 30. 2d6
Is that 3
for
shots?
Hex. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. I accidentally rolled 3 shots. Oops.
Well, we can 5, 10. So we can get 15 off of that. So that's 25 damage.
2d6 for Hex.
25 plus
Because
so
I hit
13.
twice.
That'd be 32. You will kill him.
Boom!
Even from this distance, even from this insane, you do kill him. You pull out your gun and you fire 3 shots. One of them just goes wide. It goes completely and utterly just gone with everything, essentially. The other 2 shots, one pings into its chest frame, which somehow seems to actually like sink into it, even though it's more or less a wisp. And the third shot, or the last one that hits, pings it right in the skull. And it actually flips backwards through the air before it hits the ground and pretty much turns into dust. As this happens, 2 things happen. The first is that Eravon looks up at you. Oh, is that not... Sorry. Is it gotcha and info? Hold on. I do apologize. I just realized that one of my things is wrong. I appreciate you. Appreciate you greatly. Gotcha... No, it should be gotcha info. Why is that not working? Oh, because you added a T. So, gotcha. Sorry. No, don't want to mix that. So 2 things happen. One, Eravon looks up as the shots ring out. Eravon looks up, and you see, for just a moment, you can feel it from behind you. You can feel his eyes on your back as he pulls out his sword.
Aw, and I have my
And
back
he
turned.
stares at you. And the
Shield.
wall cannot be broken, and it cannot be passed through in any way, shape, or form. So he is quite literally incapable of attacking you right now. But he is dead-eye staring you.
I'm gonna look back to him, and I'm gonna be like, "What's that look for, sir?"
I know that gun. The second thing that happens is the mother, or the mage, I suppose. We won't call it the mother and the father because it's easier for me to remember.
I feel like the canon should be that these 2 definitely call each other mother and father.
Works.
Daddy dearest.
Oh god. But you see, the mother is looking at Cyril as this shot goes out, and this fucker just straight up dies behind Cyril. And she just kind of goes, "Oh, you have more playthings. Fabulous. You may not be the first to die after all, but you certainly will be the one who dies the most painfully." All right.
We're just full of surprises.
Unfortunately, because I do have dinner in about... actually, I don't have dinner. Is Mummy making dinner at the moment, Kirakota? You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She almost done?
I will say, I don't think so. It's on. Looks like it's on the stove.
Okay, cool.
I will say, I do have to move my hex because that guy just died.
This is true. Where are you moving it to? Do
Okay.
you have to do it on some way you can see?
Let me check. If the target
big dog
drops
is-
to,
What the dog
it's pretty close. If the target
Dog
drops
is
to 0
large.
hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new. So apparently, doesn't look like it's within sight. I'll probably move it to the dog.
Okay.
Just because it seems to be really near the other.
What are you pinging? What
am I-
stat?
Probably. I don't know if Cyril plans to fight that dog now.
Oh
Uh,
no, I'm
Probably-
definitely gonna keep the big guy as busy as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Fair.
Different?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Sapphire will.
I think
maybe
she's currently
Dex-
paralyzed.
I always want to say dexterity.
Dexterity is a
So I
very
guess
common
that-
one to do.
That's a good one. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I'll go
Yeah.
dexterity.
You go dexterity? Cool. Okay. And
I make
because
note
Serenity is now out of ads, if you need to raid and run, please do so. We absolutely love that you brought your community over, but of course, if you need to rest, relax, streaming is very difficult, as is for everyone, and want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. We will take care of your community, as we do appreciate all of you. It's roll 20, Memaholic. But yes, please go and get some rest if you need to, or sit by and rest for the next 10-ish minutes while we finish up this round before we have to get going for the night. Okay, who are we on? Gelmar! It's your turn.
I'm just going to shout towards Ania and Dakota. Come on, we're not move. I'm just going to sprint towards this general area, working my way around the fog.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Is the fog
dash.
gone?
I don't
Because
think
the
so.
Caster's dead.
The
that's
fog.
fair, actually.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Does the
Caster's
fog
dead.
die with the
Ooh.
caster?
I think it
Is
does.
concentration?
No more
If it
magic
does-
to power it.
The fog and the tentacles would.
The tentacles is from. Actually, yeah. Wait, was the tentacles from him?
There was the
Yes,
the
they were.
spirit.
God
Both
damn.
of those
Okay.
things were from him, I believe.
Very nicely
And
done.
Ania is actually in her corner again. She didn't
Okay.
get moved.
So yes, both of those will
Do
go
you
away.
want to hide in the corner?
I'm gonna hide in the corner.
We always
Come
love
on,
to
let's
come
go and
on.
play.
All right, so
Maybe
the
it's
fog
say
does
that.
dissipate completely. So you guys are now completely obvious, especially with, the massive fucking daylight still filling the goddamn area. Everyone is very
that's
easily
good.
able to be seen.
I'm going to take the dash action to set myself adjacent to Rue up there.
Okay.
Come on, we gotta give him some aid. Sorry, it's updating really slowly, so I cannot tell where I am for a minute
Oh, you're
after I do that.
fine.
No, this is the premium experience.
I'm going to, of course, proc Second Wind,
Mhm.
which will give me 1d10 plus 8, I believe? Yeah, 8.
You guys are fire levels 8. 1d10 plus 8. Health, yo.
Will this just straight roll? No, it will not. The love of God. Yes, use the ability.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. So you gain that much health back.
And I'm going to action surge. Between 2
Yes.
attacks against the big guy.
Hell
And
yeah.
as soon as I finish updating my health, right? And
Mhm.
quick.
Absolutely massacre this son of a bitch.
And just simply, so it gets activated naturally.
Nice.
Alright, where is this? Vicious Great Axe.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said roll. I said roll, dang it.
I
I'm
think you
glad
have
I'm
to
not
roll
the
from
only
the
one that
chat.
has this problem.
You can also roll using the 2 swords on the left side, which is multi-attack. Found that to be a little
Damn,
bit
that
easier.
was so close.
A natural 20. Oh, no, sorry. An
modified 20.
unnatural 20. That will hit the boyo. Yes. That is going to hit the boyo for 16 damage? Or 7 damage. Sorry, I was looking at a completely different number. I appreciate the
Unfortunately,
hydration.
I rolled low. But hey, I have a second attack.
Yeah,
Right.
hit him in the face. You're slashing into his side. So it is
Yes,
doing
indeed.
a fairly decent amount of damage to him. Of a 16. That is his AC, meets it, will half it, so 3
3 damage.
damage.
So
Very
it's total
nice.
10 damage this turn.
Yep. Alright, is
I
that
don't
all
know
you
why,
do?
but I keep thinking that you have 3 attacks.
Nope, not yet.
Coming home, sweetie.
Eventually, but not yet.
I'm back in the fucking building again. Oh my god.
Forgot how
I'm just
loud
going
those
to
words are.
proceed to give it the stereotypes who flicks towards himself taunt towards the dog.
Oh. Okay.
It's flavor wise. He's just taunting the dog into focusing him instead.
Nice. Yeah, Rue is currently just at your side, just fucking basically being squeezed to death by life. But on the plus side, you guys are not taking constant damage now, which is super good. End of your turn is going to be these boyos. They are going to be trying to heal
Dakota.
Yes, Dakota. With a Cure Wounds, so Sentry just don't roll Cure Wounds twice.
Yep.
Do. And do that again.
And they have to touch Dakota, so I imagine they're like staying near him.
Boop. So you get 18 health back, Dakota.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I love to see it.
Nice.
All right, and
38.
Rue, roll me another Wisdom saving throw. I believe DC 15.
Yeah,
Yes.
come on.
You got this, Rue. This is your
I'm like,
special. Oh my
no.
god.
Oh,
Am I able
Damn.
to use the
Oh, that's
stones
not
to
good.
communicate with Gelmar
that's
in our heads?
I would
Why not?
say no. The specific
Because we're
spell she's
imbued.
using, you are physically you cannot move. Physically you cannot speak. You barely can even think.
Oh no, this is not fun. Can I signal at all for like Gilmar to try and stab me or something?
just stab the shit out of me. You would not be
I
able
could try
to,
to move on the
unfortunately.
spot.
But I will say we're gonna take just a moment because we're at the end of the initiative and we're gonna be at the end of the video here soon. But we're gonna take just a moment to look at Rue's headspace here. Now, Rue, you are a very special case with the fact that you have been fucking grabbed by this. Sapphire is also one that I want to look into at some point, but probably next episode. As I have to actually look. 14, yeah, so she's still paralyzed as well. But we're looking at Rue's mindset real quick. So, Rue, throughout this campaign so far, your character has been someone who has been seeking, I suppose, control would be the best way to phrase it. The dream that your character had some episodes ago where you broke your own hand and then had bruises on it. You're someone that this probably is affecting significantly because this is a moment where you truly and purely have no control over any aspect of the situation. How does your character feel? What is going through their minds?
Well, as the adrenaline of the battle kind of wears down when she had just kind of held her in this place,
Mhm.
it becomes a sort of kind of out of where she is kind of perspective, where she just kind of has to stand there and watches things happen while she's kind of waiting. And kind of in that moment, stuck still there, she starts to imagine there's just this feeling, or maybe a lack of one, that's like building up from somewhere within like her rib cages.
Okay.
Unable to move. Well, this is familiar. I'm not sure. I guess maybe drifting off too. I don't know. Or maybe she starts feeling
I
a little
will
bit angry.
say you are not feeling the god, your friend. You are not feeling his presence significantly around you right now. You aren't disconnected, but he's not over your shoulder like he usually is. Does that affect anything? How you feeling, or?
Well, I think it definitely would. Just,
Mhm.
I think as been held here, and that building feeling of just kind of now really seeing what it looks like to watch from the outside, where she usually just had an absent view on that she
Mhm.
vaguely thinks that it's like that. Now she really feels it. And I think now she's just in and out of a state where maybe this isn't really happening. Maybe this is just kind of a memory she was viewing or something.
I like that.
She's unsure.
Okay. And next episode, before we start the turn order over again, I'm going to see how Sapphire feels. I would do it right now, but I'm assuming dinner's almost done. So, Dakota, how close is dinner?
Decently? Maybe?
Fair.
I think broccoli's in the microwave?
Do we got like a minute time?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh,
Nothing's
1
on
minute.
plates yet. Well, not like a
Minute
minute.
time. Yes. All right.
Minute
So
is in the figurative term of speech.
yeah, in that case, next session, 6 p.m. PST on Friday, we're going to deep dive into Sapphire's mind. Well, she is also paralyzed directly behind Rue. The two of them have just been pretty much stuck in place for quite a while now. So I'm really curious on how this is affecting both their minds and affecting them for when they pop out of the paralyzation. Will it affect how they are moving? Will it affect how they are thinking? We shall see. But we're going to move out to my end screen. I appreciate all the raiders who have popped by. I appreciate all the folks who have raided me. Speary and Serenity, you both are fantastic, wonderful people. And I really, really appreciate the fact that you brought your communities over to us and got to sit around and watch us be kind of silly and strange, and also in probably the most concerning combat that I have put them through so far. I am very curious on how hard hitting everything is going to be, because half the group I don't think has been hit yet. I don't think, Cyril hasn't taken any damage yet, I don't think. If I recall correctly.
Nope.
He has not, yeah.
I've just been busy. I've been busy killing things and taking names.
Yeah, pretty much. So half the group is pretty much uninjured. The other half the group is honestly fighting for their lives and just terrified. And they're apparently being not only left to their own devices against these folks while Kieran tries to heal the tree. Based on how Kieran has done his force field thing, you guys are very effectively blocked into the area. You guys quite literally cannot leave this area. Yeah. So even if you guys wanted to try and leave, he's blocked you.
We're not trapped. It's fine. We're not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with us.
What if they do trap us in here and we teleport out and they're like, how did you get out? That would
that's
be
a good
funny.
point. Yeah, they could leave you in here. If you guys want to see whether or not the party can survive this encounter, whether or not the party manages to leave with the two of them, or if Erevan decides that Dakota is a threat, feel free to pop by next week at 6 p.m. PST. We would love to have you there. If you guys have not already, we're also going to be doing a sister campaign to this one tomorrow, also at 6 p.m. PST on Saturday, where we have a bunch of other folks like Wazi and Reverie and Rose and a few others in the same world as well. So if you guys are interested in this world and the continuity of the world, it'll be there for you guys tomorrow as well. And then we're also going to be doing the epilogue of Jump Chain on Monday. And then we're going to be switching over to 6 p.m. streams on Monday as well. So we're going to be live every day at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. PST after next week, with the exception of Sundays. So we're going to find somebody to raid so we can pass on along the absolute love that we've been given. And I know exactly who we're going to be raiding, assuming she's not in a BRB screen. Of course she is. Of course she is. But I'm going to do it anyways because my friend Envy, who I've been talking to her for a little while on Wazi streams, but I only recently actually got to interact with her a while ago. She's in kind of the circle of communities that we have, which if you guys are interested in those community members, they are on our Discord. So feel free to pop over there if you want to. But Envy is currently doing a subathon, which she has, I think, like 20 or 30 hours on right now. She's not doing a continuous subathon, to the best of my knowledge. She is doing a, what's the word? or progressive. I don't know what the word is.
Mm.
A non-continuous, a goal-oriented subathon, whatever the word is there. A non-goal-oriented subathon, so I want to give her some love. Intermediate subathon, that'll work. She's doing intermediate subathon, so we're gonna pop over to her, give her some love. Every raid that people do towards her are able to do so. Shattered Halo. Let me look at Shattered Halo. What is Shattered Halo playing right now, real quick? Shattered Halo. Oh, he's playing Schedule 1. I have very little interest in Schedule 1, unfortunately. I don't know why. I've watched Lissa play a few times, but it's just not my thing, unfortunately. But we're gonna pop over to Envy because I want to give her more time on her subathon. And every raid, I believe, gives her like half an hour or something of that sort. We might raid Shattered Halo next time. Remind me of that. And if he's live next time we're live, I will raid into Shattered Halo. But we're gonna pop over to MV for today because I want to give her some love. So if you guys are interested in popping over, supporting the subathon, she is doing the subathon to get a new PC. So she's raising money in order to get herself a new PC so she's able to make better content. If you guys want to support that, please join the raid, say hi to her, give her some love. She's a wonderful, wonderful human being. She is 18 plus though, as most of the people I interact with and raid are, so just keep that in mind for anyone who isn't. All right, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate all of you being here. Bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Good night.